Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the LH44 Career Mode. Yes, we return this weekend here in Mexico. I hope you're all doing very well. I apologise the stream is ever so slightly late to start today. I hope everything is working as it should be as well. But we've got Danny Rocks, we've got Angry Black Man, we've got Dexty, we've got Bradson, we've got Dart, we've got Henshaw. Welcome. Chat, am I allowed to drink? Now it's 1 PM. I suppose it would be acceptable if you were in a Wetherspoons, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm just going to quickly, because I recorded the video this morning and it annoyed me slightly. Actually, no, we're recording the pedal cam. I'll leave it as it is. I was going to try and center myself up in the frame slightly, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we're good where we're at. But welcome. It's 5 PM somewhere in the world. It must be 5 PM in, what, like Uzbekistan or somewhere like that, I would assume. Like, it's already gone 1 PM here in the UK. You're basically into the evening, Bradson, at this point. As long as you haven't got work tonight, I guess. But yeah, so I honestly, I don't know what racing we're going to do today. We're going to do Mexico. And then I might, depending on how we get on, do the sprint race for Brazil. The only issue I've got is, of course, a sprint weekend, doing a 100% race, takes normally just over 3 hours. And then a normal Grand Prix weekend takes a little over 2. So I can't stretch to, like, doing both, like, full weekends in one stream at the moment, just due to timings. Basically then, it's because obviously at the end of the season, it's a normal race, a sprint race, a normal race, a sprint race. It basically just makes it a huge pain. So I'm going to try, and yeah, like I said, do Mexico and then the Brazil sprint. Unless we get like a mechanical failure really early on in Mexico, and then we'll do Brazil as well today. I don't really know. We'll see how we get on. Oh, Bradson, work tomorrow, 6 AM. That is a big disappointment. Big F1 fan, welcome on in, buddy. I hope you're doing well. It also looks like we could get some reg changes for next season, which could be quite fascinating. I mean, it might not matter to us because I've still got no intention of doing a season 2 at the moment. Obviously, if we win the championship in season 1, which I'm hoping we will, because we have got a decent little buffer now ahead of Lando. Although I believe that did come down, didn't it, last weekend? We had a bit of a stinker out in Kota. But yeah, welcome on in as well, F1 Edits. I hope you're doing well, mate. I mean, to be fair, we still haven't finished off of the podium since Spain, which is genuinely quite an impressive tally inside this game as well. So we've got a 23-point buffer with 5 Grand Prix and 2 sprints left to go. So I could be tempted, yeah, if I do like Mexico and the Brazil sprint today, I could then try and do, obviously, the main Brazil and Vegas on Friday. And then we could try, if I started early, to do Qatar and Abu Dhabi in one go next week to, like, the season finale on Tuesday. We'll wait and see. Just because I got a few other bits and pieces on over the last few weeks. Young Does Gaming, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, I don't really, because if I do Qatar as one stream next week, then it'll be like a week before I do Abu Dhabi. And then it'll feel really odd. Get to the main channel and watch my team. Could happen. Yeah, we'd obviously offer like all the Season 2 transfers and stuff. But like I said, if we win the championship this season, then I'm not going to do a Season 2. The goal of this series was just to try and get Lewis's 8th. I would then probably actually try and quickly attempt to get him up to 99 rated. We should get pretty close once I've done Season 1. Obviously, if we win the championship, because obviously we'll get a huge bonus from the accolades. But yeah, if I want to, obviously I need to try and get the achievement for driver rating as well. Which, as you can see at the moment, we've got 99 experience, 94 racecraft, 96 awareness, 93 pace, and 76 focus. So focus is kind of the one dragging us back at this stage of the championship. No, I'm enjoying the driver career mode as well at the moment. It seems to be doing better than my team. And I don't really know why. I don't know if you guys can kind of give me any insight to that. I just think my team this year has been a bit dead, hasn't it? I think everybody was kind of all excited by all the updates to it. And then it's really kind of not lived up to the hype. I think F125 is great in a lot of ways, but it feels like my team was like the last piece of the puzzle that they really didn't nail on this year's game, which is a bit of a shame. But, you know, that kind of feels like every single year now, isn't it? We kind of say, oh, they've done a lot of things well, but there's this one big thing that they missed the mark. Lunch today was egg sandwiches, egg mayo. But I just obviously had to hard-boil the eggs and everything, so I needed to tidy that up before we started. Will EA fix Monaco AI? Probably not on F125. I would assume that'll come next year, which is hilariously dumb. But that's, I think, is kind of where we're at. The update that we got this week was, I would assume, like, the one big patch that we'll get for this game, and now most of the other fixes that they'll try and implement will end up being for next year. That would be my guess. I could be wrong, but that would be my guess. Right. Shall we get on with this chat? Shall we? I'll run the YouTube intro. I don't even know when this video will go live. It's probably going to be like a month away, or something like that. Because now I'm doing these streams more regularly. I seem to be getting so far ahead of the videos, which is quite funny. I'm really enjoying egg sandwiches. I don't know why, but I guess they're healthy for you, apart from maybe the mayo. Although mayo again is just egg, so it's not too bad. They're also, unlike in a lot of places, eggs still in the UK are quite cheap for the most part. And I prefer having that over, like, having ham and things like that as much. I'm trying to look after myself a bit more. And they're a good source of protein. If they fix Monaco, it'll be impossible to beat the AI. Kirk, man, the AI suck at Monaco. They absolutely suck. 110 AI, I can go from last to first, and I suck at this game. Right, let's run the intro, chat. Hello everyone and welcome back to round 20 of our F125 LH44 Career mode. Yes, we return this weekend here to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez and of course the Mexico City Grand Prix. If you missed out on the video that went live last weekend from COTA, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. We had a few tech problems during that video, but I'm hoping that I've got them fixed this time out here in Mexico. Of course, we did bag yet another podium this season. Our podium streak now has stretched, what, 10 Grand Prix in a row, I want to say? And I'm looking to try and make it 11 this weekend. We haven't finished off the podium since that disappointing weekend out in Barcelona. But still, despite how many trophies we've picked up later on this campaign, we have only got a 23-point lead over Lando Norris. 5 races, 2 sprints still to go this season. Of course, I keep yelling at it, but please make sure you drop us a follow over on Twitch. We are getting closer and closer to 10k over there as well at the moment. But yeah, let's return though here to Mexico. It's not my favourite track in the world, but hopefully we can get a big result. Mr. Killer, thank you for the follow as well, buddy. Can't think of any more words I can put egg in. 40 eggs for £1. Good heavens. That's a lot of eggs. I should have said excellent and exciting. I'm sure we can get a little more egg-based puns in there. If they can fix them so you can have a good competitive race with them, that would be a lot better. Like, this is the thing. I know obviously every person is going to be better and weaker at different tracks. Oh, thank God it's not raining. If it was raining, then I might only do Mexico today. It is slightly spitting down on the sprint, I believe, but that's not a problem. Hey, welcome in, Smurf. Hope you're doing well, buddy. This is exhausting. Good. What have we started today, chat? It's going to be a long afternoon, isn't it? I can already tell.
We're here in Mexico, ready for free practice.
Well, that doesn't look very rainy, which I guess is good. So, am I going to spend all 2.5 hours-ish of this part of the stream moaning about how much better iRacing's version of this circuit is than F1's? I think so.
Radio check.
Do you have any mischiefs with your wheel? Not really. I don't think I've ever had one. Unless I accidentally do it myself. I don't think the wheel ever does it. But from what I read and see, quite a few people do have problems with it. So I might just be one of the lucky ones.
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try.
We'll go like that. We'll go like that, I think. You want quite a bit of ride height here. These cars can be quite sensitive over the curbs in Mexico. But tyre temp as well is also brutal to manage. So I'm going to up the PSI a bit. Otherwise, we're just going to be in for a painful afternoon. We'll give that a whirl, though, first of all. We'll see how we get on. Are you allergic to eggs, Bradson? I did not know that. Fascinating. I know what not to serve, then, if ever I have Bradson in the south of the country. Bradson, do you ever leave Yorkshire? I assume you never leave. I've just got that idea in my head. That, like, if someone comes from outside of Yorkshire, you claim they're a foreigner or something. I've gone to Derbyshire. Yeah, good sanction. Oh, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Yeah, so I must admit, chat, from doing a couple of laps around this circuit on iRacing, it definitely does go to show just how desperate this circuit needs an overhaul inside these games. It's a bit painful just how inaccurate the F1 version of this track is. Like, it doesn't have the proper curve up here. Most of the curves here are obviously completely flat, which they aren't IRL. I mean, this circuit is straight up lifted from F1 2015. Now, for those of you that aren't very good at maths, that game is 10 years old. It's not a great look. Hey, welcome in, Matt. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Currently watching from the barbers. What are you getting? Obviously, I know it's a haircut. What are you having done? Short back and sides? Skin fade? That's the two hair things I know. Or skinhead. I might go skinhead, but Matt212 has told me she'd kill me. Get a bowl cut. Exactly, yeah, the bowl cut is beautiful. Or, are you going to ask for the headphone dent? Because that's another great choice. That's another really, really good one you can go with. Cooper, thank you for the follow, buddy. Welcome on in. Don't know why my voice almost broke again. I had that last night. Tried to welcome someone to stream, and I was like, hello, welcome on in. It was not my best moment. I could not grow a mullet. Not only for the fact that Matt212 would kill me, but I just don't think I would suit a mullet. Matt212, literally when I finished the stream dart, because she'd clearly been reading chat at certain points, literally went to me, she was like, I need to see this bowl. She was like, I need to see this bowl, I need to rate this bowl. And she was very impressed. She did then also say to me, she was like, oh, I wish I could buy bowls. But we've got no room for them. Got no room at the moment. Short back and sides. Fair enough, Matt. Your opinions on Carlos getting a podium before Lewis? I mean, that Williams isn't much worse a car than the Ferrari, it feels like at the moment, but yeah, it's been a pretty quiet year for Lewis, hasn't it? But I think sensibly we kind of always knew this was going to happen. Like, trying to adjust to everything. It's all the random bits and pieces that you kind of forget about as well. Like the fact, obviously, throughout his entire career, he's used one type of brake. Like, even in GP2, he's only been on one type of brake. And now, obviously, he's on a different one. And that, 20 years of learning one braking system is quite a weird thing to have to adjust from. Kelly, you make the range is top level. Maybe, oh, well, luckily I'm streaming this weekend, so I won't go to the range. But maybe Matt212 will take herself. So, for Bathurst this weekend, chat, we're going to be going live for the 8 AM slot, or about 8:30. Yes, I apologise, mods, before you yell at me. James and I are going to share a car, though, we've decided. So we're going to split it up so we do about 3 hours each. So yeah, it should obviously mean that we're able to read chat a lot more and things like that, which is probably quite useful. Mods are on strike. A watchable stream. We love it. So we'll probably end up with a double stream on Saturday, because we'll do that in the morning, and then we'll do Create Series in the evening. That's the goal. Easy does it. Easy does it. So Matt212 is my partner, bless her. We call her Matt212 to keep her anonymous. Although she did almost appear on a stream. And I'm sure she will end up appearing on a stream quite soon. I don't actually know what her plans are Saturday. I think she's... No, she's out on Friday. I think she's got a few bits on this weekend. I just can't remember. She has also... Well, she hasn't appeared on Knowing Wheel. But she made her presence known. They have a strict vetting process. Yeah, my mods is a very, very exclusive list of only the finest moderators that Twitch has to offer. Mainly because they all have to put up with me and my shenanigans. Right, come on then, Liam Lawson. Get out of the way, sir. So far, though, Mexico doesn't feel bad in this Ferrari. I'm trying to think, it's normally a track I get rid of off-seasons quite quickly, because I just don't enjoy it that much. But maybe this weekend we can try and get a good result. I think, theoretically, if things went perfectly, we could wrap up the championship in... I think we could wrap it up in Brazil, technically. No, Mexico. Las Vegas, even. I'm pretty certain. So, if we do this and the Brazil sprint today, and then obviously Brazil and Vegas on Friday, we could wrap this championship up the end of this week, which would be quite impressive. Right, well, we got held up a little bit behind Lawson there right towards the end, but that's been pretty good going. I mean, we're bagging some purple scores nice and early. This is good news. Can't remember when I started watching Matt's videos. Back end of 2021, I think, was where I gained a lot of... Because that's when I started posting on TikTok as well. Which I was kind of like one of the first people to start posting F1 stuff on TikTok. Hey, Mark Taser. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Is it normal to hate Vegas? The place? No. I don't mind it as a race, though, inside the F1 game. I actually do quite look forward to it in career mode and stuff. It's one of those tracks on the game where it feels like anything can happen. Whereas a lot of circuits, you don't tend to get many surprises. Vegas feels like one of those circuits where you can get a bit of intrigue. I am wearing a McLaren t-shirt to do a Ferrari stream, yes. Start watching the proper videos at 3 in the morning. Good lord. That's a scary prospect. Does anybody watch Matt212 at 3 AM? Vegas is a bit, yeah, the NASCAR oval. But then again, you would make the comparison that Monza is and the old Hockenheim was, and everything like that, so... And to be fair, it is quite interesting. The only thing I wish... I mean, they do simulate it a bit on the games now. But obviously, just how cold it is IRL as well, I wish was a more prominent factor inside the game. I mean, that corner there, just how inaccurate that is hilarious. Hockenheim maybe could return to F1 in the not-too-distant future? I don't know. Right, why can't I get this back up to green? There we go. So I'm still 1.4 seconds up, so we can go for this again. If we just use a load of battery early on in the map, and then basically just park it for the rest, we should be good. Vegas belongs on the calendar more than Monza. Can other mods just ban Bradson quickly? That would be good. Hey, welcome in, Callum. Hope you're doing well, mate. Whoa, nice and easy. Nice and easy. Look at that, we're still a second up. If I can somehow get purple here, I'll be happy. Devilfish, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Matt won't win the championship the one day I work this week. The VODs will still all be available. And there's a fair chance I won't. When I say we could wrap it up in Vegas, that would basically require me to win all 3 races, and Lando basically not to score. That's what I mean when I say hypothetically. I don't think we'll get to Vegas, or leave Vegas pulling out 35 points on Lando in that time. I mean, we could be like 50 points ahead, or if he has a mechanical failure, could be a little bit more. But honestly, I'm a little bit worried that we're due another mechanical. We had one in Belgium, and that's been it so far. So I'm expecting another one before the end of the season.
Okay, test
Hey,
complete,
Calstone,
and
thank you for
that
the
was a
100
really
bits,
good
buddy.
job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information
Just
out
made
of
a
that. Well
4-hour
done.
flight, no longer boring. Where are you? Where are you flying to, buddy? If you don't mind me asking. Wrong anger? Well, come on in, buddy. Can Lando become world champion? Lando can become world champion IRL. He can also definitely become world champion in this series. Can you access championship standings? I don't think you can you? That's a shame. But I've done everything I need to in practice, though, chat, so I think we're ready for qualifying. To be completely honest. Should we get on with it? Let's get on with it. It's only short quali. Ah! Hey, I moved away from Gasly there. I didn't try to take him out.
And if today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
Why is Antonelli, Sonoda, Lance Stroll, I mean, that makes more sense, and Isaac Hadjar on intermediates and still running rapid pace? Why is Verstappen so terrible? This is normally a Max Verstappen playground. He's down in P16. Ah, fair enough, Coldstone. Well, I'd say, good job you get internet on the flight then, I suppose. Because I would assume this stream will probably take us 3 hours-ish, just over. 3 and a bit, if I had to guess. Yeah, Max Verstappen coming to the end of his qualifying lap. Easy top 3. Easy top 3. 16th! Right.
What an atmosphere we've got. The fans have been here since dawn.
Get your predictions in. If you're on
Soul
Twitch, you can
is
bet your noggins right
absolutely
now.
leaving.
If you're on
We're
YouTube
about
or
to get
Kick,
set to
you can
set
let
the
me know
grid
in
for
chat
tomorrow's
where
Grand
do
Prix.
you think we're going to
It's
qualify
qualifying day here in
ready for this
Mexico
race.
City.
Mexico City, baby. It's not actually been a particularly good track for Lewis Hamilton. I think he's only... Is he won here once or is he won here twice? I think it's only once, isn't it?
Okay, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Did he win here in 2016 and that was it? Oh no, did he win... No, I think he only won it here in 2016. That's wild. Yeah, this has not been a good track for Lewis, I think. About to put everything on P1. That is a brave choice. You never know, though. We might be able to do something incredible here. I'm not optimistic, but we might be able to. So, yeah, pole's going to be a mid-14 by the looks of it. Williams fixed in 5th place in the Constructors' Championship this year. Most likely. And they deserve it. That was a good result for Carlos. And like I said, apart from V-Carb, like if they could get another big result, Williams should be safe. They started the year very, very well. They kind of seems to have fallen off the radar rather quickly. Anyway, let's go qualifying then. Here from Mexico City. Need to try and get a good first lap on the board. Probably shouldn't have used so much battery on the run towards the line. But hopefully, we'll be able to try and get a good run by the time we get in towards turn 1. 250 miles an hour. There's the car screaming at me in Italian. But it wants to give up. It wants to go home. But we won't let it. I don't know what I'm rambling about. I mean, you basically use most of the battery in this first sector, don't you? We are going to be 1 second up on Lance Stroll by the end of that first sector. And we go purple. Perfect. Come on, Apex. There we go. I mean, so far so good. We are green sector 2. I would expect it to be sector 1 where we're quick around here, to be honest. I would expect the rest of the lap, the AI, to be pretty good, and I just hate this final sector. It's the one place on this lap where the curbs are quite raised. But out of the final corner, it's not been a bad first run. Shortest run to the line. Oh, that's annoying. I thought that was about to be pole position, but apparently everybody had improved loads. I mean, we went 7/10 quicker than Lando, but Verstappen's gone even quicker than me. And so has Piastri, so we know that means Lando can do it. Angry AVP, welcome on in, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about. I was racing in Mexico too. I mean, it's definitely in the worst 5 tracks in F1 currently, I would argue. I think the atmosphere here is always great, but it is a pretty terrible circuit. So we gained 6/10 Sector 1, lost half a second Sector 3. That's pretty impressive. Like, am I just not running any wing? Is that the problem? I mean, I'm running 34. Can I run it at like 36? We'll try a bit more front wing. Hopefully give us the bite through the corners. We need to find a bit of time, though. Not much, but a bit. Has anybody else improved again? Nope, Verstappen's still on that 14-1. So Norris won't out-qualify me. That's good to know. This is either where Norris is going to become rapid or terrible right towards the end of the season. But there's definitely another 10th to find in this lap. And I'm going to try and bring out all the strats so we can do it. Have I tried being good? Of course not. When on earth would I try being good at this game? Alright, come on then. Let's go. Whoa. Big snap oversteer. We'll try and give ourselves the longest run back towards the line though. So I assume we're going to lose a bit of time in Sector 1. But then the rest of the lap we should absolutely come alive. I'm going to try and give myself a... Oh no, we don't need the battery, do we? You can't really use it elsewhere. That was good. That was good. That wasn't good. Oh, wallop the curve on the exit. Just unsettles the back end slightly, and we're still a 10th down then by the end of Sector 1. I'm hoping, obviously, the rest of the lap should be where the time comes back to us as the back end feels skating. Come on, easy does it. Easy does it. Still a 10th down at the moment. Will we see any improvements though? Whoa, big mistake there. Lose a little bit of time on the exit. Come on, go, go, go. Will we see Verstappen improve? Have I got to try and chase a better time? Looks like nobody really improving then right towards the end of qualifying here as down through the final couple of corners. Attack the apex curve, attack the apex curve. Allow the car to run a little bit wide. Get throttle down nice and early. Oh, this is going to be so close between Max and I. Is it enough? I think it is.
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
P1. Out of nowhere, yet again. A banzai lap right at the last. And I think we have only just beaten Max Verstappen.
With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid line up for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
Well, there we go. By 0.03 of a second. This has often been Max Verstappen's backyard in Formula 1. Not today, though. We will claim pole position just ahead of the Dutchman there. Oscar Piastri just ahead of Lando Norris, and Charles Leclerc will line up in P5. Sainz a great effort up in 6th, ahead of Ocon, Albon, Alonso and Antonelli. All the A's there right at the end of your top 10. George Russell, though, down in P13. No idea what happened to him. And Tsunoda, I mean, that's very much a Red Bull second driver result here, isn't it? P17 for Yuki. Let's not forget, he is still 6th overall in the World Championship. Less than 40 points behind Max this year. He was ahead of him for a long time this campaign. And now he's just completely throwing it away. What on earth is that from Yuki Tsunoda? I was expecting him to be good today. Oh, careful F1 edit. Careful. We won't accept that kind of abuse towards Hamilton. My team, the next video is 1 hour and 20 minutes away, I believe. Yeah, 1 hour and 20 minutes, the next My Team episode. And then there'll be another one later on this week. So I have maxed out my experience stat now inside this game. But we get to 94 for pace. So it's just that focus stat. It's so bad. How much my racing sim bundle cost? What, like rig, wheel, pedals, shifter, handbrake? About £2,500-ish? Yeah, hour and 20 minutes for the next My Team episode. It is a good one, though, from Imola. A really good one. Right, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? We got 500 R&D. Can I do any more upgrades? Oh, apparently we are getting reg changes then. So, although I won't be here, I probably ought to help Ferrari. Oh, I might not be here, so I definitely want to help Ferrari. Because if we are here for next season, then I've got to try and do some... Make sure that we're competitive. There we go. That's what we're going to spend all of our R&D on then, I think, between now and the end of the season. Why was Charles staring at me? Is he? Where was Charles staring at me? Oh, am I in a rivalry with him still? You can't see. Why can't you see your rivalries mid-weekend? So stupid. So stupid. Matt giving away the script. We just want F1 CE back. I would stream F1 Championship Edition if I could actually get my wheel to work with it, but I just can't. But it will come back. As I said, the problem at the moment is the fact the driver career mode is doing so well on the second channel that I'm kind of trying to keep the momentum up with that. But if I swap back to a driver career mode on the main channel later on F1 25, then F1 CE will definitely have to come back on the second channel. Because that's something that I am considering in the not too distant future. It's not the wheels the problem. That's also true. Problem is as well, I only really enjoy doing shorter races on that game. Now, we won't have to wait for the next game for F1 CE. Trust me, the hype for F1 25 will
Mexico
die
City
off more.
would host the season-ending race, a party of motor racing. Well, we might not host
Check the
the
food
finale
page on
now,
Discord.
but Mexico hosts
Let's
a
have a
party
look.
nonetheless. So welcome
Let's have a look.
to the Autodromo
Of course we'll have a
Hermanos
look.
Rodriguez for the Mexico City Grand Prix. The Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, 2.6 miles of track that allows drivers to take full advantage of their cars, reaching speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour. And providing lots of opportunities for overtaking. The circuit features 17 corners, 10 to the right, and the remaining 7 going to the left. It's time
You
to take a
bought
look
quickly,
at our
exactly.
starting grid for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking at the
Where was
rest
I
of
going?
today's grid,
There. Sorry,
we
I
have
got completely sidetracked then.
Piastri,
Ignore
Norris,
me. I'm being stupid.
Charles Leclerc, and Sainz.
Check out the booze
Ocon,
cupboard.
Albon,
What's in there?
Fernando Alonso,
Dark rum,
and
rosé.
Andrea Kimi Antonelli.
Mermaid
Gasly,
spice rum?
Hulkenberg,
What on earth is mermaid spice
George
rum?
Russell, and
very confusing.
Bortoletto. Lawson, Sonoda, Ollie Behrman,
Gonna go to the Vatican
Lance
for a
Stroll.
week. Interesting.
Doohan, and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head
Does
down
your
to the
wheel
track.
have a built-in screen like Moser? Not a proper
And
one.
alongside me, a man.
It's got a
well,
tiny
what
little
more can I
display,
say?
but not like a
But
proper
he's
screen or
legend,
anything.
Anthony Davidson. Now you'll remember back from your racing days, Ant, working with the team and getting to
Spoken
know
like a
them
true
is
Australian,
so
Dexty.
important. That's what this driver's going through at the moment.
Absolutely, Crofty. It's, you know, it's new for yourself when you arrive maybe into a new team, or you might be an established driver.
Every
or a rookie. It
house
doesn't
has got to have a
matter.
drinks
Getting
cupboard.
to know the
Last
whole
two
group of
1-2s and
people, a
I's
team
has
that works
3
around
bottles
you.
of Disaronno
It's
in it and
vital
2
to get the
bottles of
best out
gin.
of each other.
That's it.
And in that return, your performance on track improves as well.
Right, come
All right,
on
let's
then.
have a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
From the
Okay,
front of
here
the...
we go. I
Come
know
on,
what
Mark,
you
let
can
me
do.
talk.
Don't let me down.
So Mexico is arguably the worst track in the entire game for tyre wear. But I said that about Canada, and then we made a one-stop work. So I think we'll start on the medium. We'll see how far we can take him. And then we'll go hard, and then we'll plan to go back to medium later on in the day. I think that's going to be the goal. 22, 27, 22. That works pretty well, doesn't it, I think? Will you do another My Team after you finish this one? I haven't decided yet, to be completely honest. I definitely... Actually, no, I want to put loads of spare fuel in, because we keep burning through fuel. I just don't want to have to worry about fuel. Although I'm sure today that we'll end up getting like 6 safety cars, and it will just be carnage. Right, come on then. Let's do this thing. Mexico City Grand Prix. Championship is on the line. 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go then as Verstappen wants that lead nice and early on, hence why he's starting on the soft compounded tyre. Oscar Piastri trying to get a good launch as well, but we will tuck into the toe of the Dutchman there and try to keep him squeezed on the inside. Oh, I thought I broke too late, but we get it slowed down, if not a little bit shaky, through turn 1 and turn 2 there. Leclerc, where's Charles come from? Straight over to second place, and he can act as a rear gunner then, surely. Off the start here as Verstappen He thought he gained a place, but he's actually gone and lost a couple. As Charles Leclerc now trying to go for the lead of the Grand Prix. Up towards turn 4 there. We'll have to back out of that one for now. I do believe Charles is still mathematically with a shot at the Drivers' Championship, but he need a bit of a miracle in these final few Grand Prix. But what a start that has been from Charlie Boy then. Moving up from 5th on the grid, I believe, up to P2 there. Looks like there's a bit of a gap back behind the McLarens as well, so maybe our top 5 immediately are going to try and run away a bit from the rest of your running order. But very, very happy with that start then in this race. 1 lap down. We've only got another 70 to go. Only another 70 to try to survive around this venue, as that was pretty good at the start of this one. I assume, though, Leclerc is going to apply some pressure back in towards turn 1. We'll wait and see. Let's just see what his straight line speed is like. I think the AI are going to be very good here. They always seem to be able to work really well and run less downforce, but still be quick through Sector 3. But we've held on. There's already a bit of a gap opening up behind Verstappen as well, so it could be Verstappen versus the Ferraris today. Hey, welcome in, Alok. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Shell. Sorry. I've got to remember the sim damage. Got to be super careful with that. I mean, it would be good if we could get Charles out of the DRS nice and quickly, but I'm not optimistic that's going to happen. I think Norris might have damage. Yeah, he's definitely slow. I don't know whether he and Oscar have already come together then, but look how much they're dropping away through that middle sector. Or maybe, well, I don't know. Perhaps they were just going side by side, which cost him. Have you ever seen someone try and make an overtake into here? That's what Charles Leclerc's trying to do. Nice and easy. So, like I said, yeah, tyre wear is going to be a big concern. We're already getting through more fuel than we originally thought. It's Verstappen, their new fastest lap of the day, and I think, yeah, we're going to get bugs. Bye, Charles! I'm sure Max is probably going to go by me as well. Yeah, there you go. There goes the Dutchman. Nothing we can really do there, but I'd rather stick with these guys than spend all of the start of the race fighting with them. Ooh, nice and easy. Nice and easy. Charles is faster than you. As long as I don't drop away, as long as I can stick with them early on, that's the important bit. Like, this is the thing, sometimes there's no real point in just trying to fight them repeatedly for position when you can just work together, use the DRS. And Norris is definitely struggling. I have no idea what's happened to that McLaren. He's now dropped behind Sainz, who admittedly is on softs. But yeah, he's doing quite well.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy.
Is that Egg212? Is that the new best emote on the chat? So, chat. I woke up this morning to an email. Which was basically from Twitch going, you could get partnered. So I was like, well, that seems a bit odd. So they basically emailed me going, I could apply again. Which I could apply anytime, like whenever I log into Twitch, it says I could apply. But this time around, it said apply with like glitter and sparkles all around it. Like it was cheering me on. So I don't know whether, like, if because I did just do it because it only takes 30 seconds. It's called a phishing scam. No, because I didn't respond through the email. I went on to my Twitch online. I'd be well aware if it was a scam. Don't worry about that. Because like the email came from like Twitch, like the same email I get all my emails through from. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe that's legit. So I didn't go on anything on my phone. I just went onto the Twitch platform on my PC like I always do. And yeah, it was all different on there. So I think the email was legit. So I've applied again. But it says like, have you got any other prominent social media? And I was like, well, I'm verified on YouTube, so hopefully that's a good sign. It was not a phishing link. I know it wasn't a phishing link. I'm aware how phishing scams work and things like that. I'm not an idiot, I hope. Although, to be fair, I have seen a lot of people in the sim racing space get hacked recently. Gary and I were both talking about this. It's definitely a phishing link. I didn't click on a link. There was no link. It said go on their website and apply. There was no link to click. It was just like, did you know you could get partnered? And I was like, oh, who knew? It was not a phishing link. It was, well, say we probably won't even get accepted anyway. I don't know why they will occasionally email you about it, but it would be quite cool if we got partnered. It would be useful. That's going to start uploading Bitcoin videos. Absolutely. They're always Bitcoin and Elon Musk is the thing, isn't it? Those are like, whenever anybody gets hacked, it's always Elon Musk and Bitcoin. Right, what on earth is going on behind? Why have Max, Charles and I just pulled away? Matt212 X Prime would go hard. I've never drank Prime in my life. XC, thank you for the follow, buddy. Welcome, 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 welcome. I hope you're doing well. So at the moment then, we're just letting Max and Charles battle each other. I'm trying to look after the tyres a little bit early on, because you never know how useful that might be. I mean, tyre wear seems to be next to nothing, actually. We're getting less than 2% a lap. Yeah, I never tried one. I got no idea. Yeah, the best way is just don't click on any dodgy links ever on any email. Just assume every email and every phone call you get is not legit. That's basically the best method. So I think, hopefully this will obviously be a race that comes to us.
Okay, the car
but I'm also...
away. You know
Mexico is generally a track where you can get quite a lot of safety cars and stuff. So I would expect it to be interesting. Yeah, if you want great financial advice where you could 300% your returns in a week, follow my all-new course. Link is in my Instagram bio. That's normally the line, isn't it? There's actually fun fact, chat. I used to live near a house that they always had like Lamborghini Aventadors and a Ferrari FF and a few other random bits and pieces, like a big Mercedes, all that kind of thing. And every time we walked past, we were like, I wonder what they do for a living. And then one day I was just randomly on Instagram and I was like, I feel like I recognise that. So I clicked on it. The guy just sells courses. Like the most obviously clickbait, just complete garbage on Instagram. And yeah, been able to buy, or at least finance all of that from it. And you're there going, that's insane. They were not my drug dealer. Which course, I signed up for the Mega Deluxe bundle. It's going well so far. Looks like Thai fentanyl deals. Is that a big thing, is it? Oh, we got yellows. We got yellows. Someone's breaking down. That appears to be... Is that a Williams? I think that might be Albon dropping to the wayside then early on. Disappointment for him on a weekend where Williams have looked very, very racy. But I think, yeah, Alex Albon then is going to be our first retirement of the day. Oh, the Thai driver, he cannot catch a break at the moment. He's still not broken down, though. He's really indecisive about this. There we go.
Information on Albon for you. Okay, it looks like the problem's terminal. They're retiring the car.
So Alex Albon then, whoa, our first retirement of the afternoon then is, again, we are just trying to stick with Max and Charles. I wonder if Max is already beginning to struggle on those tyres a little bit. We'll wait and see. Now, the best ones are where it says $200 USA. That's what you want. It doesn't even just say USD or $200. It's got to be USA dollar. Oh, what?
Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the Delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty.
I don't even know why I've
Slow
done that.
down,
I just
maintain
panicked and
positive
pit.
Delta. With the safety car out, this is a good opportunity to pit.
What?
We'll be
No!
a bit longer than planned on the next tyres, but we can make it work. Just remember, we'll probably lose track position. Okay,
What's going on?
ready to go racing again. The safety
Hey?
car is...
Why? What is that? Wait, so let me just get that straight. I pit, so because obviously the safety car's got. Oh, thank
Right,
the
this is a
Lord!
good chance to change our
It lets me
strategy for
keep
the
my
rest of the
hards.
Grand Prix if we want to.
I was thinking, could we take the hards all the way to the end of the race? I've never seen that before. A safety car, and then it decided a little while later that it's a red flag. I mean, hards off the restart are not going to be fun in towards turn 1. But that could have been utterly insane there. If I hadn't have been able to restart on the hards, I might have cried. I might have genuinely cried. Surely, no, everyone's on the hards. Interesting. 5 red lights, though. Let's get me lights out. And away we wheel spin. Oh, we are going nowhere. Leclerc's going to rocket off the launch. Carlos Sainz is going to try and go by me. But we know if we just drain a load of battery in towards turn 1, we should have good speed there. Come on. Just take it nice and easy. I don't need any front wing damage. I know Lando's having an absolute stinker. So, we're doing alright. Right, why is he already recommending that I change strat?
Copy that.
Have I got another set of hearts? Don't think
Pitting
so.
this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Don't think I've got another set of hards, have I? No, I've got no other set of hards, so I don't know what the team are hoping to do there. So I guess my goal now is to try and get all the way to the end on this one set of tyres, which seems brave. I'm so... If that hadn't have allowed me to restart this race on this set of tyres, I might have genuinely already given up with Mexico. What happened? We got a safety car, so I peeled into the pit lane, and then after I peeled in and changed my tyres, we then got a red flag. But it's alright. I didn't lose any spots. I'd have been even worse if I got all the way back out of the pit lane, and then it decided that I shouldn't have been allowed.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Right, I cannot drop the range of Max and Charles, because I don't think I'll be able to keep up with them at the moment. I'd rather use stop again for mediums, because others will pit anyway. Problem is, I don't know if I'm going to have the pace to keep up with Charles and Max anyway. So, it might be that I'm trying to defend towards the end. It might well be that I just simply don't have the pace this afternoon. I have to wait and see. But Lando is having a nightmare. He's down to about 9th. No idea what's happening to Norris this weekend, or McLaren, but they seem to be, yeah, having a bit of a collapse. Nice. Yeah, I've got medium and softs available to me. Get through the curbs, thank you. Pit next lap for full wets to take him to the end. Is that going to be the strat? I don't know. Well, once again then, it just seems like our top 3 are in a bit of a different league, to be honest. I think we're not inside the range of Max, I think we were just outside of it. That's annoying. So
Right,
he
the
might
gap
now be able to
team
battle with
rate ahead of
Charles.
us, 2.0 seconds.
We've got to try and just stick close. Which F1 drivers have I met? David Coulthard, Mika Hakkinen. Well, I think they're like the only ones I've met up close that I can think of off the top of my head. Toast is fully banned? I don't believe so. I think he's just got study or work today. Imagine if I did that, if Toast was like 100 points away from million, and then I just fully outright ban him. That'd be so brutal. I'm finally going to be able to activate the 1v1. Banned for life. Can you get permanently banned from someone's stream? Like, unable to watch it on that Twitch account? Is that like a thing? I would assume it is. Did I get in the range that time? I think I did. I hope I did. We've had a terrible run out the final corner. How was I not in the range?
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Oh, I have met Joe and Bottas, haven't I, of course? It worries me that you guys can remember that and I can't.
Verstappen ahead. We can't let them hold us up for too long.
I met
Let's try
Joe
and
in a
get past
toilet.
as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push.
I didn't meet Bottas in a toilet, but I did meet Joe.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please.
Class 1 rain expected on lap
1.6
70. Box for full wets now, just so we can cover. That would be the Ferrari strat. Eno, thank you for the follow, buddy. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I think top two have just got a bit too much speed at the moment. Yeah, I think we're just going to be in a bit of no man's land for a while. Zhou now is with Ferrari.
Back by about 0.3 a lap.
He's Ferrari's reserve. He was at Baku, wasn't he? I haven't met a current grid driver, although I guess next year I will have again. I was meant to meet Perez, and then that didn't happen, which was sad. Yeah, to be fair, like, Matt212 will vouch for this, my memory is shocking. I don't know why, I just cannot remember anything. Like, if Matt212 wants to know something about my childhood, she'll ask my sister, not me. Because my sister's got a way better chance of remembering. Wait, Ocon's up to 5th? What are McLaren doing in this race? Like, genuinely. They're like 7th and 8th. I think if Lando finished 8th and I won this, we would have, what, basically a 50-point lead over him? And then that would mean... Oh, no, we need like 80, wouldn't I? Ignore me, chat. I'm trying to do maths in my head. It's not a good track, is it, Robert? Not on the F1 games, anyway. Get Matt212 on stream. Matt212's at work. She has a day job. Yeah, Max and Charles are just going. I think Charles is slightly quicker, though. I think Max is using that DRS to keep with him. I think the Ferrari is just a very quick car here. Let's not forget, I think Charles is only, what, 48 points out? So if he wins today, he's definitely not out of this fight either. Did we get a kickbot? I didn't even realise. Didn't even realise we had a kickbot. They spelled verified wrong. Oh, the kickbots just get better and better, don't they? Verifield. Oh, man. You gotta love kick having your chat.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 4.1
I would have clicked that link. I would have clicked that link, chat, because apparently you guys think I fall for phishing scams. What I want to do is create a phishing scam that is about fishing. So, like, click here to book at your local fishing club or something, and then it's actually a phishing link. What double cross would that be?
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 4.1 seconds.
Oh, I hate that curve. This is such a bad track, man, on this game. I think it's actually quite like the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. Just not on F1. Please say allegedly before you get yourself arrested. Sorry, yeah. I wouldn't actually like to do that. I should just clarify. There you go, so Verstappen, as soon as he's got ahead of Charles, then, new fastest lap of the day.
Behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
There we go then, Carlos is fairly well sticking up on us. There's been 16 Mexico Grand Prix winners. So 2024 was Carlos. 2023 was Max. 22, I believe, was Max. 21 was Max. 19, I believe, was Max. 17, I think, was Seb? Or was that Max as well?
The Red Bull drivers just completed a pass for the lead.
2016, I believe, was Hamilton. 2015 was Rosberg. And then prior to that, I think Mansell won the last one before they left. I think Mansell won it a couple of times. I think Prost won it a couple of times. I think Senna might have won it once. Honestly, I don't know. 2019 Rock. Who won it in 19? Was it Ferrari? Or did Lewis win it in 19? I still name you, so it counts. Fair enough. Selling. I think pretty certain Jim Clark won it. I think Dan Gurney won it, I want to say. But apart from that, yeah, I really can't name any others. Hey, welcome in, Mark. Hope you're doing well, buddy. God, you got to attack so much curve through the first part there. It's so sketchy. So what are the AI doing?
Verstappen's ahead of you. Time last lap, 1:19.3. And gap to the car in front, 4.1 seconds.
I would assume
They're
one
on fresh
stop.
mediums. Their tyres are 18 laps old. We think they've got one more stop.
Yeah,
this
you
is
go.
excellent stuff. You're closing in by 0.7 a lap.
Am I? Okay. Apparently we're not losing so much to Max then. Oh yeah. I guess, yeah, Hermanos Rodriguez. 30s Ginther, Hill, Holm, Berger. Oh, I'd say Patrese. Riccardo Patrese is really odd. He didn't win that many races, did he? But I feel like I could not tell you anything about him apart from the fact his first name's Riccardo, his last name's Patrese, and he was Italian.
The Red Bull drivers just moved into first place.
Sonny, thank you for the primer, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, come on. Can we move the chat so you can see my split times? My split times are not interesting. And if I move chat, it covers up something more interesting. I normally remove it for like qualifying stuff, or I try to remember to move it for qualifying. A whole bottle of Prime just to sell. I would assume a whole bottle of Prime now is cheaper than Twitch Prime. Hey, welcome in, Aaron. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Okay, gap ahead, 3.5
And his wife
seconds.
PTB'ing in the car with him. Fair enough. The more you know. Sainz is already in? Wow, okay. The soft tyre does not last here. Interesting. But I feel like, yeah, we're pretty much now at the point where I think it's helped by the fact Max and Charles keep battling. But I'm pretty certain they're not really getting away from me anymore, which I guess is good news. We get a lot of Texans in our stream, so I'm not complaining by any stretch. It is quite fascinating. But I hope you're doing well. Back when a single bottle of Prime costs more than a Twitch sell. It is kind of insane, isn't it?
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Right, I think I need to try and recharge the battery pack up a little bit. Chris with the bits, thank you.
That still wasn't quite what we needed, I'm afraid. But
No
look,
power
let's
or
move
just
on.
no
Keep your head
skill.
down and chin up
Flory,
and focus
close
to
the gap.
end of the race.
I need to start posting up Castor links in places, chat. I just keep forgetting. Otherwise, they might yell at me. Oh no, we got beef now between the US states. Tennessee versus Texas. Hey, welcome in, Honey Badger. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Oh, look at that. Yeah, Max and Charles, when they start battling a bit more, we are definitely quicker. This is good. You've just got to be a bit patient, especially in these 100% races. I have definitely learned this season, it is a lot more about letting the race come to you. If you were to respect which one, Americans or British, and why? I mean, I'm British, personally. And I think, although what happens a lot in our country is a bit of a clown show, I don't think the US can say it's much better at the moment. Why do I have a McLaren shirt whilst racing a Ferrari? Because I didn't think about that when I put it on this morning. And I don't do a McLaren career mode. So, fun fact, chat, I actually asked my accountant this a couple of weeks ago. Because I was having a look on the F1 store. And there had quite a few lines that were on sale, like last year discounted stuff. So I emailed her, or actually I WhatsApped her, just going, could I get some F1 merch to wear for videos, and it would technically count as a business expense? And she emailed me back going, no. I was like, hang on a minute, so if a lawyer needed like a suit or something, that would count as a business expense. But I can't get my business clothes under business expenses. I should probably state as well that my accountant is my sister. But yeah, she said no. I love the fact you're all so staggered that I have an accountant. This is my full-time job, of course I need an accountant. I can't do it myself. Yeah, see, there you go. That was a guess. Lawyers definitely can't claim a suit as a business expense. Really? But why, Mark? Why? Like, if you're only going to use it for work, surely that's exactly what a business expense is. Get it bought. See, there you go. Nobody that's claiming nobody that's saying they're not an accountant is saying go for it. Could you do a revenue review? I mean, it's really not exciting. I wouldn't. If I was going to do something like that, I would do percentages, not raw figures. Because ultimately, you can't really do raw figures, otherwise you break It's why most people don't do raw figures, is because you can't break contracts with companies, and by revealing figures would be a breach of contract. Oh, come on. Pay 60% tax every year, just in case.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 3.1 seconds.
You could use it for weddings, etc. Ah, see, Mark, that's really annoying. Because that's exactly what my sister said. I was like, oh, you're such a square. Shock him. Shock him. Well, it's a good job I didn't buy any then. Because I had like a basket with a fair bit in it. But I didn't do it, so... It feels like one of those fancy wigs. It's so weird, isn't it? It's like, what was it? The whole thing, wasn't it, about like Greg's gingerbread men? If they had the buttons on and they're sorry, they don't have VAT, but if they don't, then they are or something. Oh no, it's if they did have like the buttons on them, they were applicable for VAT. And if they were just plain gingerbread men, they weren't. UK tax law is so dumb. Pay your employees and that'll bring down your taxable profit. Oh yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? I swear that was a thing a couple of years ago. Like, there was all this uproar about it. I do call my sister a square. Oh, I can't. Am I thinking of vegan sausage rolls? I swear it was a thing with the gingerbread men. Because it was like what technically counts as like a sweet and what counts as a cake or something, isn't it? Because one's VAT applicable and the other isn't. I'm sure Mark now is reading all of these tax loophole ideas and just thinks we're all a bunch of idiots. Can't call... Sorry, gingerbread people. Sorry. Oh, I'm going to be cancelled now, aren't I? Oh, no. A gingerbread person.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 3.9 seconds.
See, there you go, Mark. Like Jaffa cakes. Can't call them ginger either. Is FP1 Will been cancelled, has he? I must have missed this. Right, how much are Leclerc and Verstappen going to fight in front and I'm just sat here talking about gingerbread men?
The
You were
Ferrari
right.
driver's just moved into first place.
I'm sorry, chat. I'll have a great apology video coming very soon. Who wins Singapore? I mean, we're hyping up now that Max might be able to get back in the fight. So my thought process is that it'll just be McLaren that dominate. Baku and Monza are fairly similar circuits, to be fair, in a lot of ways. Like, very high speed, but with very low speed corners. So, it wasn't like a huge surprise. It would have been just far more interesting had McLaren had a clean run as to what Max could have done. But I would have thought it could end up being Lando again. Hey, wasn't there a lady that did that one? She got cancelled or something and so did an apology on a ukulele or something. But wasn't that like for something utterly insane as well? Ferrari always loves Singapore. Ferrari do often go well around Singapore,
Okay,
and it is a track similar to Monaco.
We're seeing a gap starting to form.
She was a nonce. Fair enough then. Well, not fair enough, you know what I mean. That was absolutely insane. Was more what I meant there. Why are McLaren so bad this weekend? I mean, Norris is finally back up to 5th, but still. Allegedly, sorry, yes, we should have. I mean, if you're making an apology video, then surely it's not really alleged anymore. That's an admission of guilt. Yeah, but I think the thing is, people still forget that Red Bull have always been good at the low downforce circuits in this generation. Because in previous generation of F1 cars, it was always the high downforce tracks they came alive. And obviously for McLaren, most of their advantage comes in the longer corners. More of a deflection style. Was that what it was? I'm not a groomer, just a loser. What? Is that I never actually heard the song? Is that what she said? That's incredible. Incredibly bad. I'm just getting myself cancelled. Oh no.
Tyre condition still looking
I have to go over the PR calls again. Oh, chat, don't cancel me. I'll go to IndyCar. It's not really a surprise, is it? It was hilarious that he did Indy Next last year. Or this year. Right, well, Max is beginning to struggle in chat. So we're doing alright against him. I think Ferrari, though, with Charles have got good pace. I don't know Lewis Capaldi personally. I know of Lewis Capaldi. He didn't do it, he didn't dominate it. Yeah, but he should have. He had 3 years of Formula 2 under his belt. Like, if he didn't dominate Indy Next, that was basically his career done. Oh, I've got DRS, chat, finally. We're almost at half distance, but I've finally got some DRS. Matt212 reacts to that. Whoa! That ukulele song. How many races did he win? How many total races in Indy Next were there? Because I know he did do incredibly well. But was it like he won most of the races? I has enough trouble reacting to AI. The hard it does definitely feel has become more OP on F125 recently. I don't know whether it's just like the setup meta shifting or something, but it feels like the hard tire now is, yeah, just always the one pretty much you want to be on. He's still sliding around. Right, come on then. It's taken us nearly half of this Grand Prix to get back to Verstappen. Let's go for it. Let's try and make this a Ferrari 1-2
right,
again.
To the teammate ahead of us, 2.7 seconds.
You burn through so much battery, man. Come on, then, we can do this. Verstappen, goodbye, sir. Thank you. Right, let's go see if we can get Charles then, I guess. Obviously, we'll have the luxury of the second DRS zone as well. Ugh. Yeah, if you say something about the French, you might get a gifted sub or something. I know what my chat are like. Right, come on. We got to try and close in on Charlie. Hasn't been the most exciting race for on-track action so far, but it has been a good one. Open lobbies after this. Probably not today, unless we have like 4 mechanical failures. I do at some point though, chat, need to go through and try and get my A license on F1 World. And I need to do like some goals and stuff. What are they, by the way? These are from IMB Racewear, but sadly you can't buy them anymore. It's a real shame. But IMB Racewear do still have quite a few other lines available. I would highly recommend. F2 Open Lobby for top tier channel members only. I was thinking about this a couple of days ago, chat. I was actually going to do it on last year's game as well, but I never got round to it. So I might do it as like a big stream at some point. If like there was an F2 Asia series, so start out in Australia like they do already, and then go like Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Jeddah, Bahrain, and then go Baku, I guess, kind of counts, and then go Shanghai and Japan or something, and Singapore. Shame we don't have Hanoi still, isn't it? That'd be a hilarious one to throw in. Oh, are we inside the range? I don't think we are. Not quite. That's a shame. over the mud. Asia. Guarantees just picked up. Well, I was thinking you could do an F2 Asia series. You could do an F2 America series as well. It wouldn't be as good, but you could obviously just do, say, season starts in Canada. You then go Miami, Texas, Mexico, Brazil, and then a season finale in Vegas. Egg 212 on a ship. If you guys what?
Okay, so that's a red flag. Red flag.
What's happened?
No overtaking, and let's get
Oh, and
back into the pit.
one McLaren has spun, and we need a red flag for it. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Have I thought about getting another glove sponsorship? I've considered it. I've considered it. He
Okay,
beat
we've
Dent
done all right
212
so
on a
far,
mouse
but
battle.
this is a chance to take a breath. We've got another half of this race to go, and there's still a big opportunity there.
Well, 2 red flags, and we're not even at half distance yet. No idea what is happening in this race. Team want me to do about a 6-stop strategy, but annoyingly now, I think the AI are going to be able to go hard to the end, and I'm going to have to make a pit stop, which is a little bit of a shame. I don't know which McLaren bottled it. I think it was Oscar, though. We'll wait and see.
Back
Yeah, it
on
was
track.
Oscar.
Let's make the best
And
of
now
this restart.
everybody
Let's
else
go.
is on hards. Right, so, oh, no way I didn't react there, as we'll get a load of wheel spin anyway. Right, come on, let's go. I've got to get into the slipstream. Max and I... Oh, sorry, I don't know who that is alongside me. We're trying to battle for the toe. I will just keep draining the battery in towards turn 1. I want to try and hold on the Ferrari 1-2 round the outside of the Dutchman. And there we go then, back up into second place here. Glorious.
ERS is low, ERS is low. Consider changing mode on
I think
the
we got a red
LFD,
flag because
or
one
lift a
car
little
span.
gentle braking into
And
corners
by
to
one car, I
recharge
mean
it.
Oscar Piastri down at the stadium. But I don't even think he'd held up anyone. Or if he had, I think it was just one other car. So I think F125 is throwing its toys out of the pram this afternoon. 2 red flags before half distance is kind of insane. As again, why is Norris so bad at restarts? How have we already got a 2-second buffer ahead of Lando? These mediums feel pretty good. Nice and early. I think if we can take them to about lap 55, if we can take them 20 laps, then a set of softs to the end, we'll be in a good spot. But I've got to try and get around Charles and then run away. Which I'm hoping we can obviously try and time that quite nicely. I'll keep charging up the pack whilst we sit behind. This is on 110 AI.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now
So
online.
the voice in-game is Mark Priestley, who was Kimi Raikkonen's engineer back at McLaren many, many years ago. Oh, look how good this Ferrari is. Max able to get alongside me and then not do anything with it. So we'll give him a bit of a squeeze down at turn 1 curb, but we've made half distance. Go to the end on this tyre. I don't think that's going to be viable. I think the hard tyre is the one that can go really far, but I don't think the medium can go anywhere near as much. Well, we'll have a look though. Maybe it will. It didn't seem too bad at the start, but I think it would be... It probably is not beneficial. It's not quicker to take this tyre to the end. That's the awkward bit. Easily make the medium last. I mean, the problem is, obviously, if it gets up at like 80%, it's just not worth it. Because obviously, Mexico is not a particularly bad circuit for pitting at. Especially on the games, because it's quite easy to overtake. So I just don't think... I mean, what are we up to? Just over 2% wear a lap. I don't really want to take that to the end, do I? That'll be well up over 70. Hey, welcome in concept. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Easy. 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 I'll wallop that curve there to stay in front of Max. I'm doing alright, thanks, buddy. Oh, we had a good stream yesterday. Easy. Oh, come on! Stay in a straight line, Ferrari. What are we doing? Is this racing or ping pong? Man does scream quite a lot. Man screams regularly.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Go. go, go. I just want to try and time it so I can get the DRS and then get the 1 second in one go. But I am also acutely aware that that might cause its own set of problems. Because obviously if I then don't get out of the range, then I've got nothing. Ugh! I let go of the wheel. That's not good. Right, come on. Go, 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 go!
Don't worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Gonna try and save about the battery there. As long as we get round him, that's all that matters at turn 1. Oh, Charles not having it though. Right on the outside. Thank you. And up into the lead of the Grand Prix. Finally back to P1 in this race. I don't think we've led since about lap 3.
That's Charles behind. It is critical for our race that we keep them behind, please.
I thought he was going to tell me that Charles is faster than me then. Luckily not this time. Right, we need to nail this middle sector. We need to absolutely nail this to try and get out of the range. Use the battery there off the corner. I'm hoping now we can try and check out with the front, at least for a little while. Oh, we've done well. We've done well. This is what we need. There we go. Is it a second when we went through the detection point? I don't know. Must have been close. I mean, in the perfect world, we leave Charles and Max again to battle each other. As Norris... I mean, Norris isn't doing badly, but he's still not putting his finger out. Beautiful. Purple sector 1. Purple sector 2. New fast lap of the day. Purple sector 3.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
We gotta run. What's for dinner tonight? I believe it is stir fry, which I will be cooking after this. Hey, always happy to chuck a raid your way as well, Concept Buddy. If I see you live, I normally will try to if I'm finishing my stream. Yeah, chat's forgotten Baku. Exactly, yeah, I tried to take the tyres there, and then we got a puncture right at the end. So I don't think we can really try it again. Yowie Gaming, thank you for the follow. Matt lives off egg mayo sandwiches and stir fry. I mean, for things to live on, eggs and vegetables isn't really a bad choice, is it? Particularly. It's not bad going. Oh no, Max has immediately gone past Charles now. He doesn't want me to get away. How many... What? How was Piastri all the way back up to 5th? I'm aware that he's on softs, but he started like P13 off the restart. What is going on? Oh, did I accidentally leave the car in... I think I left it in ERS off, didn't I? I had not heard that. Is Max going to go for it? Certainly going to try and have a look. Give him a squeeze. Break the toe! Break the toe from the Dutchman! Right, so if I actually have ERS enabled this time, can I get away? To be fair, Lando Norris now actually looks to be a little bit quicker here. I don't think he's still going to be much of a threat by the end, but he's definitely looking faster. Chat, does anybody know what Lewis's longest podium streak is in Formula 1? I know obviously currently he's in his longest podium drought. But does anyone know what his longest streak is? Gotta be like 2015 or something, hasn't it, surely? I know, didn't he, every race that he finished in 2014, he got a P1 or P2. He had like 4 DNF sprinkled in. You said you wanted to be like toast. You're getting the toast treatment, I would assume, Marcus. Rock on. Ah! Rock on. $16 races between 2007 and 2008. What, 16 podiums in a row? Surely not. That doesn't work, surely. Because he finished like 7th in Brazil in 2007. I know he started his career with a really good podium streak. Yeah, I was saying, never got. Was that his? No, I wouldn't have been podium drought either because he won Australia over late. He's just made it up. Goes Max. 2014 Italy's 2015 Britain. That seems believable. So we're not going to break that then this series. Even if I podium these last 5 races, we'll only get to 50. Just the same about Spain, isn't it? Otherwise we'd be at 70 if I podium. Ugh. What's my thoughts on DRS ruining slipstream and F1 purity? I mean, it's completely saved the sport in the last 15 years. Whether that's what we like about it or not, think how many overtakes you've seen in recent times that haven't been aided by DRS. And I know people will wait for the DRS to go for moves, but yeah, it's not good the fact that cars can't overtake, but there's also seems to be this illusion in Formula 1 that before DRS there was loads of overtaking, and there just wasn't. Like, I think that how big the cars have got, if we didn't have DRS, it would be beyond stupid, but still.
Okay, let's try and overtake them now.
Yeah, F1 has never been a pure sport. I do always outbreak myself into the stadium slightly. Ugh!
Okay, mate, I'm afraid we didn't quite get what we needed there, but let's not worry about it. Get your head down now, chin up, and let's focus right until the checkered flag.
So you can see there where one of the AI's big limitations is on this game. Max was defending from me, suddenly Charles gets ahead of me and he alters his line to defend from Charles. But just so last minute and completely unnecessarily. Oscar might genuinely get to the lead of this race at some point soon. We might have to work with him towards the end. Do you think F1 will be good if it was a spec series? I mean, a lot of spec series are good, but that's not the point of F1. I mean, F1 right now is the closest it's ever been to a spec series. But it's also, the whole point of F1 is that it isn't a spec series. Right, come on then, are we going to be able to get the run back on Max? Let's wait and see.
Nice move, good job.
Come on. Wah. Nice and tidy. I want to be a back runner in my team and I can't find a good difficulty. There is an online calculator to figure out your AI. Key in a couple of time trial laps and it will give you a good idea of what AI to run. But the problem is, of course, where the AI is so different circuit to circuit. Exclamation mark did score, Rage Bait. Oh, come on. No, easy. I just cannot get Max out of that DRS. I'm worried that the AI speed is going to be pretty good. Even once we box him, we're going to be on fresh softs. Hey, welcome in, DJ. I'm doing alright, thanks, buddy. We're surviving. We're staying out of too much trouble. This race has certainly been a weird one so far, with a double red flag. So then I do that car out of my team. So if you key in, your time trial laps into the online calculator, it will give you an AI. Or like a rough AI speed that it would recommend. The Discord command I don't believe works on YouTube. It might do. I don't know, actually. Because it should repost it in chat. But I don't know. Try it, I guess. No, there's definitely not a Discord command in YouTube. I will probably still do the Brazil sprint today. I mean, to be fair, this race has actually been fairly quick so far. We've only been, what's this? This race has been on for
Okay,
what,
no
an
issues
hour?
with tyre
We're
wear
over
for now.
halfway.
Keep taking care of them.
Yeah, so we'll probably do the Brazil sprint as well.
Tyres are degrading fast. We can change
Especially where it's
strategy
only
if you
one
want.
qualifying
Check your MFD
session.
for details.
Yeah, team want us into the pit soon. That's basically exactly when I wanted to pit. Whoa, we're 3 wide. Charles has got some speed. I just did not want to try and slow down for an apex there. Whoa. I was worried then that we were going to get collected by someone. Whoa, Max! I was going to say, how has he got such a run on us? But Charles Leclerc now, trying to have a look down his inside. These soft medium compound tyres, though, aren't feeling that great anymore. Oh, is LMU 50% off, is it? I want to get the new DLC. I really want to try out the new DLC for it. Yeah, of course you can, Dart. You should be able to. So I will go through tonight and add all the mods to the YouTube channels. So they will be mods over there. Go, go, go. Oh, I've no idea what's happened to Leclerc. He seems to have dropped back slightly. Maybe just a momentary mistake. But I need to make sure that he and Max, or at least I need to try and help Charles out against Max when I pit. Because it's probably in my best interest to leave these two fighting as well. Has Charles got damage? No, I don't think so. Oh, no, I don't want to be behind him heading into the middle sector. This is a proper 2021 style battle between Max and Lewis, though. Oh, let's try and get round the outside again. Up the hill. Easy does it. Oh, don't worry, King Connor. We'll do the Brazil sprint as well today, buddy. You've probably come in about halfway through. But I hope you're doing well, mate. No, I don't think Charles has damage. Or if he does, it's very minute. His pace still seems pretty good. Unless it's like a technical gremlin or something on that car. It's just weird kind of the way sometimes the AI's pace can fluctuate.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.7 seconds.
Successfully skipped college today, but did nearly get caught. Do I want to ask? I'm nervous to ask. I never skived out of school or anything. Just because there's not a chance my parents would let me. I genuinely don't think in my last 2 years of secondary school I missed a single day. Which is really quite sad when you think about it. Oh, come on. Yeah, these rears are going. We can just stretch them out a little bit longer. I mean, Oscar's still doing well on his softs. He's actually performing very, very well. Has Charles got damage? I got no idea. I bugged for a whole year on Monday afternoon until I dropped myself in it. Oh, what do you do? So we know Max won't pit. Lando I don't think will pit. Charles won't pit. Oscar and I will. So what we ideally need is a safety car fairly soon. But if he was walking directly towards you, surely he knows it was you. Yeah, I'm sure that's basically what most of Scotland is, isn't it? I thought, Callum. It's just school children going to Wetherspoons. I assume that's where they did some classes, in Spoons. 3 more laps to tyre wear warning. I don't think so. Oh, look at that. The wear actually isn't showing up that high. It's just the surface temp. This track does not give the tyres a chance to breathe. That's the problem. It's really, really tricky on these games. It's just constant wheel spin. Ugh. I mean, you can literally hear there the traction control on Verstappen's car working overtime. I think I stayed in the range again, though. Just. No, I
Car
didn't.
in front is a second a lap faster. 1 second.
Yeah, we're going to have to pit soon. These last few laps need to be damage limitation. I'm not running surface and carcass temps yet, actually. Because the AI still don't. And therefore, it's still a fairly pointless endeavour. I was born and bred in England. I still say you're Scottish, Callum. And I will not be allowing that to disappear. We need you here for the diversity. The cultural diversity. Can we have a school report reveal? My school report was not good, chat. Let me tell you. Although I didn't skive, especially at secondary school, I was not a particularly good student. Not that I was, like, naughty and disruptive in lessons. I just never did my homework. I just was so... School just wasn't for me, to be honest. Like, secondary school especially. Just wasn't really for me. Like, I didn't hate it, but I just didn't really enjoy it either. I mean, a big part of it for me, honestly, looking back, was I just was addicted to Clash of Clans. That took up a lot of my mind back then. But it was kind of like, by the time I left school, I realised most of it. The only real thing I enjoyed by the end of secondary school was business. I enjoyed doing business studies. And then, like, obviously, then I kind of started getting more into it. Well, not more into F1 again, because I was always into F1. But it was like starting to kind of see other people making YouTube videos and things like that. And I was like, oh, I want to give that a go. And then obviously I kind of spent a couple of years doing it very on and off. Until, like, 2020 with COVID. Obviously by that point I was working full time. So then, obviously, COVID happened. F1 blew up. And then a couple of years later I was able to do this full time. So... But it was kind of like, I mean, YouTube was the big social media platform for so long. It was always kind of what I wanted to do. I just enjoy making videos. Passing GCSEs is overrated. I passed most of mine, I think. I think I got 3 Bs. I think 3 Ds. And then the rest were all Cs. But we did quite a lot of GCSEs at my school, like 13, I want to say. Come on. Henshaw, thank you for the sub, mate. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You now get access to some wonderful emotes, which I hope you enjoy. I want to... Can someone remind me as well at the end of the stream? I want to go back and have a look what Oscar did to bring out that red flag. Because it just looked like a fairly simple spin and no one got held up by it. It seemed like the game was being trigger happy. Anyone want to do a Chinese university adventure? Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. What the replay won't save? Most likely. The 100% races, the replays don't work very well. I mean, technically you can't fail GCSEs kind of in the UK, unless you get a U or something. Like, there's no such thing as a pass. It's just everybody says a pass is a C or higher. I've told you the story, though, haven't I, chat, of the meeting I had after my Year 11 mocks with my head of year. Where basically, So, obviously, we did our mock exams. And the problem was, for me, is... So, my predicted grades were all A stars. Because at primary school, like, I nailed my stats. Like, I basically got 100% in my stats. Which is nowhere near as impressive, of course. But basically just means then they expect you to do absolutely everything in the future. So all of my predicteds were A stars at GCSE. So after our mock exams, they obviously went through, gave us all back our grades. And my head of year called me into his office one day and was basically like, right, we run a fairly simple grading system of, on your mocks, if you were above your predicted, you get 7 points. If you're below your predicted, you lose 7 points. So he said, such and such was the second worst person in my year. And they had, I believe it was minus 98 points. I want to say. I had like minus 141 or something. So I was like by far and away the worst underachiever in my year. In my mocks. I don't know if I was by the end of it, because I never went to sixth form. But I assume I probably was still right down there. We're going to pit probably end of next lap. These tyres have done... I want to get these tyres just over 20, and then we'll take softs to the end. That's the goal. But it is going to be difficult. I mean, Leclerc's really fallen away. Piastri's pit. Lando Norris is still only a second behind him, so I think Verstappen's going to win this. Unless we get a very well-timed safety car or something. A safety car basically now would be perfect for us, but I think honestly Verstappen's going to dominate. The big thing for me is making sure that we outscore Lando, because he has been carried by the red flags here. He has not had that much speed.
The car behind's gaining on you by 5/10 a lap.
I think these mediums, though, have definitely gone way past their best. So what? I think we've done, what, 21 laps on these mediums? So 16 on these softs with, obviously a lot less fuel, everything like that. Should be doable still. They might just fall off right towards the end. So Piastri's come out just behind that Haas. So we're going to have to try and go on a bit of a recovery in the final few laps. It is going to be a tall order to try and get back to a decent spot. But again, we should be very, very quick. Come on. Nice and easy. I mean, I think if I absolutely had to, I could probably stretch these tyres towards the end to see it goes Lando. My main championship rival. Whoa! Don't use that curb, sir. Wouldn't recommend. Don't often see cars going side by side through the stadium, but we almost managed it. We did also go side by side, well, with Piastri at Singapore, didn't we? Which was hilarious. But it's that second safety car that screwed... Sorry, second red flag even that screwed us royally here. Because we were on very, very good straddles on the hards. No!
Right, let's go. Come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
What are they doing? It's softs. Why has it put me on mediums again? Oh, this is going to be even tougher now.
Stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
There you go. Piastri's going to get back past Esteban Ocon. I thought I was on softs. Maybe, I mean, clearly I was on mediums, but I thought I was on softs. Oscar's gone hards, though, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets on. I mean, at least we know, obviously, these tyres can make the end. And they should be fine. That is a proper Ferrari strategy. Just keep putting me on more and more sets of soft, medium, even. Even when I want to be quick, even when I want to be slow. The medium is the only answer. Can I get past Ocon? Oh, come on. Not with lines like that, I can't. I don't want to let Oscar get too far away either, because I'm going to have to try and work with the Australian in these final few laps. go, 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 go. That's good. So, Yuki up next then. So, I mean, to be fair, we're not that far back down the order. Like, with a handful of laps to go, we're still in a pretty decent spot. I mean, I want a podium at the very least. Surely we're still on for a podium.
We're trailing the car ahead by 2.0 seconds.
I thought you misspoke. Oh, but is it just I'm a moron, is it? That seems to be the case usually. I'm a bit of an idiot. So Brazil as well next weekend will be a tough one, because that's another circuit where the AI are very good. We got a couple of horrible tracks.
No tyre concerns.
Qatar, the AI can sometimes be very good, other times they struggle. Vegas should be a really good one for us, but Abu Dhabi, that's the one I'm nervous about. If we've only got like a 5-point lead over Lando or something by Abu Dhabi, then I think we're in trouble. Unless he doesn't win. Because Abu Dhabi, yeah, is a very, very good track for the AI. Although, hopefully now with the patch, they shouldn't be as fast. We'll wait and see. What's the strategy now? Drive fast to the flag. Flat out. Although I'm going to try and be careful with my battery. Go, 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 go.
We're starting to catch
What on earth
the
is
car
going
in
on
front,
up
but we
here?
need to
Oh, it's
look
just
after
Piastri
the
trying to
tyres.
move through.
We won't be making another pit stop.
I said a podium is definitely on. Or definitely possible. As I say, I don't know what's happened to Charles, but I have to try and have a look when I go past him if he's got any front wing damage. Because I certainly didn't go anywhere near him. And maybe it was in that 3 wide between him, Max, and I don't know. Lewis, it's hammer time. 13 laps to try and make the difference. But we are still a long, long way behind Lando Norris. I mean, Max has definitely won this one. I don't think that's going to come as a shock to anybody. Come on, Yuki. I don't even know how far ahead Lando is. He's got to be, what, nearly 20 seconds up the road? Oh, how is Yuki now in the range of George? So yeah, Lando's about 20 seconds up the road. So we need to be going over a second a lap faster than him. Wait. Oh yeah, Charles, I can see front wing damage. Left-hand side end plate, Charles has definitely got damage. But this is not good. This is not what we need. The AI all bunching up. Sleep Easy Fox, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, come on. Let's get the run. Let's get the run. At least past one of them. There goes Yuki. Nope, even then he's going to try and fight it. Has Russell got damage as well? He seems to have been sat behind Charles for quite a while. Ugh. Oh, it's a problem and everybody's in a train. We've got more yellows. Safety car now, I would not complain about. Third retirement of the day, though. That's quite a surprise. We seem to be getting more of that now in these 100% races. I think that's a V-carb off to the wayside, though, and that is Liam Lawson then out of this race. So disappointing end for him. Oh, look how slow Charles is, man. Got to try and get around him. I mean, Oscar Piastri and that is still going to be a battle towards the end. You can definitely see how much Leclerc though was struggling with that damage.
Okay,
Piastri trying to make a move up the road.
2.1 seconds.
This works out beautifully for me, because it might just mean, oh, as I drift around, we get in the range of Fernando, which we have done. Beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Oscar Piastri. I mean, if we can get in the range of Oscar, it might genuinely be in our best interest to get him to drag us along for a while.
Okay, be aware
If it looks like he might be able to catch Lando, that could be useful.
Through the yellow flags.
As there is Liam Lawson's stricken car on the run back in towards turn 1.
Clear.
Got to try and get a run on Fernando, though. I do not want to be stuck behind him. Oh, that's a lot of curb. Go, 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 go. Is Fernando going to be close enough? Surely. Much, much fresher tyres. Oh, he actually locks up slightly there as he sees me in the mirror. But finally back up then into P4. Lando Norris, 18 seconds up the road with 11 laps remaining. We need a second and a half a lap. Let's see what Oscar Piastri and I can do towards the end. Not with lines like that. Won't be able to do a huge amount. But I've no idea if I stayed in the DRS there or not. I don't think I did. Come on. We've got to drive better than this. I'm really trying to concentrate towards the end of this one. I want to get a good result. And Oscar is not going to make it easy for me. Late win on the cards. Not unless we get a safety car. Max is probably going to win this.
By a few seconds per lap. Keep it up.
Yeah, the AI, it's more the fact the AI can get away still with running really low wing around some venues. Mexico is a great example of that. I've barely got enough sticking power through the corners against them, and yet they can still pull out loads on the straights if they want to. That's where a lot of the real problems stem from. So to be fair to Oscar, if I can stay in his DRS, he is running about a second a lap faster than Orlando last time through. Now, I know that advantage will probably get smaller towards the end, but it's reassuring. It does maybe give you a hope that there's a chance when I don't keep messing up the lines. I'm also trying to save battery now as well, so we can go super aggressive in some places, but it's not really working. I do not want our podium streak to come to an end. I'll be really sad if it does. Come on, I just need to get back in the range. But Oscar's now starting to pull away from me again.
We're catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
Maybe spin around and cause a red flag. No, we don't do that in this series. This isn't co-op. Co-op, we allow the carnage. Thing is, say, even if I'd stayed out on the mediums, we weren't going to be able to keep up with Lando anyway. I've just got to get in that range again. If we can get in that range, we know there's bags of free time. Just to kind of get carried along. It's kind of that horrible thing. Hindsight is a beautiful, beautiful thing in the world of F1. But had we not had used that set of hards after the first red flag, we would have been in a much better place towards the end. See, we're still going over a second a lap faster than Lando, but I don't think it's enough. If carnage happens in co-op again, Gary would cry. Probably. Yeah, the new My Team video is up now on YouTube chat. It is a good one.
Okay, Lewis. Tyres are wearing at quite a rate here, mate. Please try and look after them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are getting through tyres. Oh, towards the end, aren't we? It's only the hard tyre that really lasts around here. That's the other problem. Come on. How is Oscar so quick, man? Ugh. That's not the line. He's just so fast. Through those twisty bits. I mean, that's exactly where the McLaren comes alive. Well, I just don't get how that car, that entire team looks so bad early on. And yet they've come alive towards the end. Another second out of Lando, but there's no real point looking anymore. 8 laps remaining. The gap is still 15 to him. Good job we didn't go soft. Yeah, it probably was actually. Ugh, I feel like going up against Max last night in co-op. It's just impossible. Buckaroo, thank you for the follow, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, look at that, look. Oscar just extending that gap a little bit more. just as you try and push the battery. Obviously, you end up then in a worse situation. Oh, see, that's the line you need through there. Really attack the apex. But it's tricky, it's sketchy because of the grass on the inside. And then again, he's just got so much pull off of the corners. We're definitely not going to meet that tyre wear target.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead.
Exactly, yeah. Oscar spun from
2.0
P10,
seconds.
brought out the red flag, and is now probably going to get a podium from it. Make it make sense. If I did that, I get a 10-second penalty from the game. Oh, come on.
Tyre
Spin
condition
game.
still
Exactly.
looking good.
Why? How can I brake so much that time round? Ugh, where am I going? That was not the line through there. Oh, come on! Oh, these tyres are gone. I mean, we could probably pit again and come back out still in fourth. I just want a late safety car, something, anything. Just to give us a chance. I've set the mediums up if we do end up with something. Yeah, I think honestly our podium streak's going to be over here. I just don't think there's going to be anything we can do about this in the final few laps. Sonoda's had a very good recovery as well.
Keep managing your tyres, manage your tyres.
That was the optimal line, definitely. You come to these streams to learn the best lines around the tracks. Yeah. And the thing is, as well, we can't even like bank on his tyres hitting the cliff at the end or anything because he's on a harder tyre than me. They will be fine to the flag. The hard tyres are just so good on this game. Like, they just seem to be the meta everywhere now. Where can you get a setup for Mexico? Well, if you head to Matt212 Racing over on YouTube, all of my setups are available, free to access for everybody. Oh, come on! I just want a glimmer of hope. Anything, something. Maybe if Oscar gets held up by some slow traffic right towards the end. But I think even that's unlikely. I don't even think we're going to catch up to that slow traffic with 5 laps to go. Second half of this race has really flown by, though, I must admit. Always got to get that cheeky plug-in.
And gap to the car in front, 3.0 seconds.
Yeah, there's one more DNF coming. There shouldn't be. We've had our 3 for the day. Well, it's normally 2, but I don't know what happened to Hulk. Yeah, we just can't do anything. Cannot do anything. All my good streaks in Stream Series are coming to an end, chat. We lost our podium streak in the George Russell Career Mode on Friday. That was only 2, to be fair. We lost our win streak in co-op last night. That was only 3, to be fair. And now, looks like we're going to lose our huge podium streak inside this series. Which is very, very sad. Ugh. We might actually get that target as well on the tyre wear still somehow. There was never an option to you could pick any tyre you wanted. There was always a limit of 3. But it would be quite interesting if they brought more staggered sets and things.
Gap to your teammate behind, 19.1 seconds.
Streaks are there to be broken. Apparently so. God, we're really falling away now, aren't we? I think we are just into bring it home mode at this stage. Which is a shame that we're going to lose more points to Lando in the World Championship. Because I don't think McLaren today have deserved to get a double podium. The way they've driven. They were so far down in the midfield. But seem to have come alive. At least Verstappen looks like he's going to win this still. But yeah, we just have not got the pace right towards the end. Yeah, I certainly, well, you guys have been watching as well. Have McLaren really deserved a double podium from today's result? I'm not convinced. But 3 more laps to go then here from Mexico. Yeah,
Okay,
Max won't
gap
bottle it from
ahead,
here, surely.
6.3 seconds.
I mean, it's the fact that we're not even putting away from Yuki anymore, or Fernando. That gap now is pretty much staying level at 14 seconds. There's no fastest lap bonus point either anymore, so we just have got nothing. If we'd boxed 1 lap earlier, maybe we could have stayed in the range of Oscar for a bit longer. But honestly, I think even by the end, we would have really struggled. So many hypotheticals, so many little bits of hindsight could make the difference, but as they always say, Formula 1 is just if backwards, according to Murray Walker. Keep it out of trouble.
Okay,
Oh, I didn't even get my tyre wear.
Quite what we needed, but let's not worry about it. Get your head down and chin up. There's a long
Unless
way to go.
Gabriel Bortoletto fancies holding up Oscar Piastri hilariously badly, that would be useful. I say it's just the fact the AI clearly know there was obviously going to be a second red flag. That was what ultimately did us in here. Yeah, that car is unique apart from the one right behind it. Murray had so many great ones. I think you should bring in a rule. If they're in P11 to P20, no penalties awarded, let them go to war. That would be a disaster. Just think, that's normally where Kevin Magnussen was, and that was basically how he drove anyway. Imagine all of them driving like that. And we haven't even been closing in on Lando anymore, right, towards the end. That gap now has pretty much stayed stagnant at about 14 seconds. Like I said, I guess the one bit of solace for us is the fact that it looks like Max is going to win this one. So it's not one of our big championship rivals or anything like that. Disappointing for Charles, though. Looked like he was just starting to build some momentum towards the end of the season. And ultimately, not going to happen for him. But 1 more lap to go then, here from Mexico City. The Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez has played host to an interesting race today.
Final lap.
2 red flags.
Push.
But we've done pretty well. We've stayed out of trouble for the most part. Say, just McLaren have been scripted. Absolutely scripted. Unless Bortoletto fancies taking Piastri's wing off right on this very lap. But for Max Verstappen, though, up at the front of the order, it is a well-returned to the top step of the podium. I'm trying to think, when was the last time Verstappen won a race in this series? I think it was a long old time ago. But you can never discount him here in Mexico. He always loves this venue. He always goes well around here. And today, he's going to showcase that once again. Through the Forosol one final time, Max Verstappen is going to win the Mexico Grand Prix yet again here for Red Bull. Lando Norris will come through for P2 ahead of Oscar Piastri. Annoyingly for us, the first time since Barcelona we have not finished on the Formula 1 podium there. Trophies! Trophies today will not be coming home with the Ferrari team, which is a huge, huge shame. Luckily with that spin we get a little bit more time to watch the confetti, which I guess is reassuring as well. Through the final corner though, it is going to be P4 here in Mexico. I must admit, I'm a little bit disappointed.
Okay, pick up rubber.
One
and
to go,
bring it home.
sponsored by Credit One Bank. We love it. We love Credit One Bank. I seem to have cut my finger slightly during that race as well, chat. It was really irritating me right towards the end. Or like, almost like I got a splinter in it or something.
Max Verstappen, he takes victory.
Almost crashed. It wouldn't be Matt212 if I didn't almost bin it on the last
came
lap.
good in the end for them, but it wasn't an easy start. Not the most straightforward of days, but I think it shows great
Racing
strength
injury, Sue
in an
Ferrari.
athlete,
Absolutely.
as a driver, when you can
It was still on that
overcome a day
F1
like this
CE
and
wheel.
walk away still
First
with a victory.
race I drove on it, I got a splinter. I still have no idea how. Exactly, yeah, just like Grosjean. I've broken my hand. RJ, thank you for the follow, buddy.
And for
Welcome,
those
welcome,
that have
welcome.
missed the Dutch national anthem, fear not. It's back again because Max Verstappen
Get this
is back
series
on the
wrapped
top
up quickly.
step.
I want to see F2. We will do an Alex Dunn F2 career mode at some point. The only problem is I've got to record all of the Leo... Oh, excuse me. All of the Leo Fornaroli ones first. Which is a bit of an issue. Why are you driving Ferrari in a McLaren t-shirt? Because when I put this t-shirt on this morning, I forgot I was racing a Ferrari today. That's why.
Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Well, there we are then. Max Verstappen takes the victory after an hour and 50 minutes of racing here in Mexico. Lando Norris will come through for second ahead of Oscar Piastri. We will come through for fourth, but I think my driver of the day has to go to Yuki Tsunoda. 16th to 5th there. We slagged him off after qualifying, but he had a very good recovery drive. Alonso ahead of Ocon, Charles Leclerc, Russell, and Carlos Sainz rounds out the top 10. Williams looked rapid early on. But yeah, Carlos just could not maintain that speed. Liam Lawson, Nico Hülkenberg, Alex Albon all retiring from the race. But what does that do to our World Championship standings? Well, it means now the gap at the top down to just 17 points between myself and Lando. Charles Leclerc is still technically in the fight. I believe so too are Max Verstappen and Oscar Piastri. I believe now there is 116 points available. So Piastri could very well be knocked out of that by the time we get through to the end of Brazil next time out. To be fair, so could Max, unless he wins it. He is going to need a big result next time out in Brazil. Constructors-wise, though, Ferrari lose huge ground against McLaren as well, thanks to Charles Leclerc's disappointing day. We've still got a 68-point buffer, but that gap is diminishing here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very soon when Formula One returns ready out in Sao Paulo. Which is going to happen right now if you're on stream. Don't leave. I'm just going to make sure I finish the recording from that one. I want to go take a look what happened as well. Because I want to take a look what happened to Hülkenberg. And I want to see what happened to Hülkenberg and then also Piastri. Because Hülkenberg didn't retire on lap 8, did he? Oh no, yeah, there's Albon going. So it was lap 8 then. Hülkenberg did something stupid. I assume he had a proper crash. I assume this wasn't a mechanical. It was a mechanical. How odd. So he literally just jumped. I think that's Antonelli, isn't it? And then off the corner, engine goes pop. Although he's still got revs. Has it blown up? That looks more like a switch off than a blow up, which is rather peculiar inside this game. So there we go. So we did actually get 3 mechanical failures today, which is rather fascinating. Where was Piastri? So Piastri was 4th early on. But then by the time we got the second red flag, which was what, here? Wait, so he literally just pit and then red flagged this race. So he pit, came back out at about P14. Don't think it was a gearbox failure because Hülkenberg could still shift. Very, very weird one for Hulk. But Piastri, so he's out in no man's land. In towards the final corner on fresh tyre. Oh no, it's not even Piastri. Oh chat, we've been given Piastri stick. It was it Lance Stroll? Of course it was Lance Stroll. Why did I ever believe it was going to be anybody other than Lance Stroll? So he is under pressure on dead tyres, to be fair to him. He's got Yuki right behind, goes for a spin. Sonoda makes it through, though. So does the V-Carb, so does Behrman, so does the Alpine. But we still get a red flag for it. Again, that seems like a really stupid red flag inside this game. A really stupid red flag. Yeah, I thought I was going to go through a whole stream without hating on Lance Stroll. But apparently not. Couldn't even manage that. What did I want to do? Race director, was there anything interesting? Probably not. Incidents. Yeah, just 3 mechanical failures. You don't see that often. And Russell did get a warning for an incident with Charles Leclerc as well. So, yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting. Apparently, everybody had 10-minute pit stops, which is good going. So, Oscar... So, the game doesn't even believe... The game doesn't believe I used a set of hards. That's interesting. It also, to be fair, doesn't believe... It thinks Verstappen just did the entire race... It thinks most people did the race on a set of hards. How broken is this game? Very, very weird. Yeah, I definitely used hards. I mean, that's just... I mean, that's not a massive bug, but it's still just hilarious, isn't it? Very, very strange. And now I've got a black screen anyway in the background. It's EA, what do we expect? Hang on a minute, you were telling me FIFA this year apparently is quite good, doll. We get some good stats in the right direction. Gonna bring us closer to 95 rated, which I guess is nice. We are now Ferrari's... I mean, unsurprisingly, we're Ferrari's lead driver. But the team like me more than Charles, which I guess is good. EA Sports at its finest. I can't believe we've only got 4 more races to go. It's kind of insane. Right, I just need to delete some old footage. Otherwise, I haven't got enough storage space for this one. What do I want to get rid of? Driver career mode. Oh, I got a few videos there, haven't I? That's fine. Ugh. If I just get rid of that, that should be good. Because we're only doing the sprint, so I don't need too much storage. There we go. There we go, chat. We're sorted. I think we're ready to go. Hopefully we can get some upgrades on. Because we did... I think we still had a few upgrades waiting, didn't we? Before we... Where's my mouse gone? Hello? Oh, there it is. Wonderful. Atlassian Williams Racing have been struggling with their targets this season. We'll keep an ear to the ground. So could we be making a move there? We'll wait and see. No worries, Dexty. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Have a good one. Right, let's just sim forward, see if we can get a few more upgrades on. Because we clearly need them at the last weekend. Get a bit more R&D. Will we get the wheel rims? Yes, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we might be able to do another upgrade save. No? Oh yeah, I did. That's fine. So we will get all of the upgrades saved, I guess, which is good news as well. But yeah, we'll just do the sprint race here from Brazil, and then we'll do the main event in Vegas on Friday. Like I said, I've just got a few other bits and pieces on this afternoon, so... Right, get the gloves back on. So we've jumped McLaren again in terms of performance. But Mercedes have really just fallen into the midfield, haven't they? Which is quite a surprise. Leclerc's still trying to do upgrades, which I guess is helpful. But yeah, I'm just gutted with that. If we have a look at our... Can I have a look at our trophies? Yeah, there we go. Look at that, chat. A 3rd place in Australia, a 3rd in Miami, and then from Monaco onwards, with the exception of Barcelona, we have been rapid all season. I mean, we hadn't finished lower than 2nd from Canada through Monza. It was only Baku where I got a penalty, and then Austin where we got screwed over as well. Also, can we appreciate, I'm pretty certain my headphones are working again now. I think it was my USB hub that's dying that was causing the problems. So I'm hoping I've got that all sorted. But it is probably about 6 years old at this point, so I can't really blame it. Don't say it. Oh yeah, I'm jinxing myself now. Should try using the stick shifter instead of paddles. That would be awful on F1, because you can't cycle down them quick enough. You have to let it go back to the middle before you cycle back through. So yeah, you've got to be careful with it. Right, are we ready to go again then? I think we are, surely. Hello everyone and welcome back to round 21 of our F125 LH44 Career mode. Yes, we return this weekend here to the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Of course, we did the sprint in the US a couple of rounds ago. If you missed out on that, go back, check it out. We then obviously ran the normal Mexican Grand Prix last weekend, and sadly, my podium streak came to an end this season. We had a 10-race spell of consecutive podiums, but we couldn't hang on for another one last time out. We ended up in P4 in Mexico. Annoyingly as well, Lando Norris, after sucking through most of the Grand Prix, got a well-timed red flag, and that allowed him to once again reel in my points buffer up at the top of the table. We've got a 17-point lead now with 4 races to go this season. Charles Leclerc there still sat in 3rd overall. Technically, anyone down to Oscar could still wrap up the championship, but I think it is very quickly becoming just Lando versus I, unless Charles Leclerc can really find some pace as well. Of course, if you're new, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed to the channel. Also, make sure you drop us a follow over on Twitch. We're getting closer and closer to 10k. I normally go live with this series over there, although I'm sure by the time this video is actually going out, I've probably wrapped up this series now, so I guess if you want spoilers, you can go check the VODs and take a look as well. But yeah, anyway, without further ado though, it's a sprint weekend. We got a lot of racing ahead of us. Let's just get on with it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Lewis can't win his 8th in Brazil, sadly, no. I would like to do it before Abu Dhabi, just in case something happens, but still. I should have plugged Castor. Absolutely. I will work on some stuff. Oh, chat, what is this? Mixed conditions for the sprint. Oh, good lord, what is that? How can it just sprinkle with rain during the sprint? That might not happen, to be fair. We'll wait and see. I'm only going to do the sprint race here from Brazil, just because I got a few other bits and pieces I need to sort out this afternoon. So then we'll do the main Brazilian Grand Prix and Vegas on Friday. So be there for that. Oh, I mean, that weather is so eggy. So eggy. And it's going to be changeable conditions as well in qualifying. Occasionally I get a clean take on the intros.
Welcome everyone.
There might be
Join
pit
us at
stops during the sprint.
Autodromo Jose
You could
Carlos
see 2
Pache,
pit stops
or
in the sprint,
Interlagos, as
for all
it's
we know.
affectionately known. It's practice time, it's Brazil, and it's great to have you with us.
It's not unheard of on these games. I mean, I think we've only had, what, 2 changeable conditions sprint races IRL? Which was Austria 23 and Belgium 24? No, 23 as well, wasn't it?
Okay, radio check, radio check.
So they really just aren't
Radio
that
check.
common. Right, Brazil. This is a tricky track to set the car up. I think we want to run low downforce. But I did that in Mexico and it didn't really work. But here I think you really need
They
to.
told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory, right? Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
We'll go like that with the setup. I mean, we're running very similar to Mexico, aren't we, here? In a lot of ways. Weirdly, Sao Paulo and Mexico, although they don't seem like it, are strangely similar circuits. So we've got to be a bit careful with that. We came P4 in Mexico. It wasn't bad. I've got no idea how the AI are going to be like post-patch here in Brazil. They should be better, but they'll still be rapid. It'll just be where they're rapid over the course of a lap. Because obviously they used to make up all their time out of this final corner and then out of the Esquido de Largo. But it shouldn't be so bad now. But you never know. We'll wait and see. This is EA trying to fix the game. So you just want to have that little bit more speed on the run up the hill, don't you? So chat, this is the big question then, which I was too afraid to ask until we get right towards the end of the season. Who should my next Let's Make Such and Such World Champion Series be? I know we want to do like a Hulkenberg one later on in the game. I'm trying to think, because I don't really want to do it with like a repeat of other teams I'm doing other stuff with. I thought like a funny one would be trying to make Jack Doohan champion. Hulkenberg is definitely going to happen, don't worry. Sonoda at Red Bull? I'm already doing the Red Bull driver career mode though, that's the only problem there. I don't want to kind of do too many overlapping ones or at the same teams. Stroll. Again, already done an Aston Martin career mode. I could try and get Alonso a third, though. I guess that could be quite fun. I was also thinking Ocon Gasly or Jack Doohan. That would be quite funny. Trying to get Doohan a World Championship. Save Tsunoda. Could I do one where Tsunoda leaves like Red Bull and goes to Alpine or something? Albon's another good one. I haven't done, apart from co-op, I really haven't done anything with Williams this year. Ollie Behrman's another good shame. Oh, maybe I'll have to put up a poll at some point. I wasn't expecting such a variety of answers immediately. Lawson? Lawson could be an interesting one, because I never use the V-carb. Tsunoda's also linked to Aston Martin, yeah. Maybe Lawson could be the way to go. Because, hey, like I said, I never do any series with V-carb. And that car normally in career mode sucks on these games. And at least then I know it would definitely be more than one season. Haven't been on the McLaren on F125. I was kind of hoping that, like, McLaren would absolutely fall off in a series, so then I've got a reason to do that. But it just doesn't seem to be happening anywhere. Which is a little bit peculiar. I guess they're not winning anything, but the problem is they're not winning anything in my team. But of course, obviously, my team, I can't leave my team, funnily enough. If I could, then I would. I would try and make Cadillac World Champions and then go try and save McLaren or something. Ugh. Easy does it. Try not to lock the brakes. Become an Apex GP driver. That could be a fun one. I guess if I did that for streams, it'd be better than doing like a standard My Team series. Because what I'm thinking about doing, chat, this is like your little insider, is if I win the My Team series this season, I might scrap it after that, and then go and do, I want to do a Haas driver career mode on the main channel. I want to finally, because I never managed it on F124, I want to do a Haas Road to Glory on F125. So I think once I've wrapped up the Cadillac series, I want to do that. So maybe then, obviously, if I was doing a My Team series as well on streams, that could be quite fun. And I guess with the Apex GP car as well, I could be tempted to do Connor Sport. I don't know whether I'd rather do Apex GP or Connor Sport, to be honest. It's a really, really tricky one. EA should do one where you can take over a real team as the owner. Do you mean like... Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't allow you. That could be quite cool. Like, effectively my team, but one of the 10 teams. If you win with Haas, you'll have Toasted. The thing is, the Haas series will be recorded videos. That will, like, replace the My Team series we've got going on at the moment. Make Cali Mayer world champion. The problem is, I just don't think any of, like, the in-game characters or anything have any kind of appeal to a broader audience. Like, people know who Lewis Hamilton is outside of Formula 1 fans. People don't know who Cali Mayer is outside of F1. Toyota career. Yeah, that's the other one I've been running around about. Doing like a Porsche or a Toyota career, or something like that live. Because I would probably turn the Hulkenberg one, like, it turns into Audi or something. It's all very peculiar, chat. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. The thing is, I've just always got so many ideas for stuff I want to do. It's just difficult to find the time to do them all. But I guess if we can do, like, 2 races a stream, usually from now on, it makes it a lot quicker to rattle through series. Shame Abby Pulley is around. I still want to do that on F1 Manager. I want to do an all-female team. Again, like F1 Manager, I've got so many ideas for series, I just never play the game. Make Brazil great again. Gabriel Bortoleto, that's a good shout. They got a pretty iconic list of world champions, haven't they? Like Carl Larson, F1 driver. I'm just not a big fan of Carl Larson. Do Brad Pitt with Apex GP, that way you have to pit every lap. Ended up with Sophia Flores. Yeah, the simple solution would be to boot up F1 Manager, wouldn't it? Oh, come on. I do definitely want to boot up F1 Manager again. I have been trying to set it up again the last couple of weeks, is all I'm going to say. Like, I can record videos very easily on it again if I wanted to. Oh, the tyre wear. You really try and push is so hilariously bad. Then if you just coast off a little bit, then it's fantastic. Hey, welcome in, Venom. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Things to do, beef Schumacher on F1 I should probably also be doing that, yes. Thomas, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, how is the tyre wear still so bad? What is that? Well, I know we can definitely absolutely use it all up on the run to the line. I just got to be a bit more gentle in through these first couple of corners. Problem is, you don't want to dip below the delta either. It's really, really tricky to kind of work out how much you want to get away with. Like, how does running on the curb there take up time? I don't need to beef with Schumacher on F1 CE, I just seem to a lot. Seems to be the bigger problem on that game. I feel like I'm driving slower than my grandmother would. It's like, how does that corner take so much tyre life out? What are you meant to do? Like, where does it actually want me to go to try and look after the tyres more? Hey! What are you meant to do? You're basically required to drive around that slight corner. I don't know, like, what does it want me to do? Like, go straight, and then point, and then go straight again? It's so stupid. BMW Career, that'd be a fun one. I just sit here with a Bluetooth headpiece and wear sunglasses. And I break the cockometer. Right, is that going to be enough? You cannot do that. Half throttle in that corner is the only way. Yeah. Has Arav done Porsche, has he? So I don't really want to overlap with others either if I can avoid it. Right, I think we've done everything we sensibly can in free practice. I think we're looking pretty quick though, aren't we? Yeah, we're decent speed. Let's just jump into qualifying. All female BMW F1 team on F1 Manager. Glorious. We'll try and rattle off 3 series in one go.
What an incredible practice session.
Why is Stroll on Inters? What is that?
The rest of the weekend unfolds.
Soft. Everybody on softs, and then there's Lance Stroll. Which, to be fair, at the back of the field, Behrman and Doohan have done the same, but so stupid. Get your predictions in, though, ladies and gents, for sprint qualifying. Where do you think we will qualify? If you're on YouTube, you can let me know in chat. If you're on Twitch, you can bet your noggins right now. I gained nothing from that session. Nothing at all. Lewis Hamilton, he feels he's not a better driver by doing that session. That's sad. Stroll's going for Inter's pole.
Anyone fancy some hot laps around Interlagos? It's qualifying.
I'm just happy it's not raining for qualifying.
Grand Prix.
Although I guess I don't really know how good the AI are now. I know how good they are in Miami. I guess they're not as OP in the rain anymore, which is good. Reckon P2. I reckon we might struggle here in quali, to be honest. This is not a great track for me in qualifying.
All right, give me a quick
But you never
radio
know.
check, please.
I guess we
Radio
do
check.
have the advantage of the AI will screw their own tyre strategy up. So obviously we'll get out there, we'll get a lap on the medium, and then we'll know what we're chasing right at the end. P2, P3, P3, P5, interesting. People's expectations of me are slowly nosediving. That's to be expected. The more you watch, the less you believe. That is the Matt212 motto. Ooh, come on. Right, let's go. Don't know why I'm using battery on the run to the line. It's a big waste. Actually, I guess not round here. It's a short lap. You can probably afford to get away with it. Oh! That's one way to do turn one. It's a good job this lap shouldn't be the benchmark anyway. Tokyo Drift there into T1. Yeah, the Ferrari mentality. Yeah, that was not an ideal sector
Drop
one.
to P20.
Yeah, Ferradura is definitely not flat out in a Season 1 Ferrari with fairly low wing angle on it. Oh, we've got yellows. I think it was just a car letting another one by. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Hop, skip and a jump over that curbing. Out of the final corner though. I mean, we went purple sector 2, which is pretty hilarious considering I'm on the harder tyre, but that sector 1 is going to cost us ultimately. It is going to be a 1080. How did I still go quicker than people? That, I'm genuinely astounded by that. I don't know how I've done that. I reckon it's either P0 or P21.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
Can I change my mind from P3 to P10? No, I'm genuinely now feeling a bit more confident than I did in this car. We are... How far are we off pole? We are 1 second off pole. Which you think we lost a second in sector 1. The rest of the lap were pretty much there. Max Verstappen, Alex Albon, Esteban Ocon are top 3 currently. When will this game make sense? So random. There's sometimes I kind of like there seems to be a little bit of RNG. Other times it's bizarre. I will bottle it through the center ice right now. Just you wait. Getting ready for that bottle. Baku qualifying, yeah, pretty accurate, I suppose. This is just what Formula 1 is now, isn't it? Sprint qual is dumb because the AI don't do it properly. They try and go for 2 runs still, even though they shouldn't. Okay.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Oh, what? Oh, no, my
Understood.
binds have changed. Oh, I've pressed the wrong button now. Come on. What am I doing? Right, come on. There's a pole lap in this. Unless the AI can improve.
P16 now.
We need to find a second to go quicker than Verstappen. And we will hopefully find most of that at turn 1. There you go. There's a second immediately. Now, if we can just hang on to it for the rest of the lap, we should be good. Unless, like I said, it's unlikely the AI improve, but not impossible for them. And obviously, I could still definitely bottle it as well. I think we just, apart from turn 1, we absolutely nailed that medium lap. To be honest. That was not good. Pressing both pedals down through the middle of Ferradura is not recommended. Slowly but surely, as the lap unfolds, the pace should come to us. As long as I get a good run at that final corner, that's the other big one. 1.1 seconds up then. The AI have not improved on their runs. We get a nice line out in the final corner. This is actually going to be very close, I think, with Verstappen. It's going to be just like Mexico. It's going to be less than a tenth in it, I want to say. Up towards the line. 1067. That should be P1. Sadly, the last time I got pole, we then didn't get a podium. But we're going to ignore that.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more
sorry?
coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Well, I thought I was going to out-qualify Verstappen by a tenth of a second. No, it was Esteban Ocon. Kimi Antonelli in 4th, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Tsunoda and Hulkenberg. But of course, you know, only 8 points available in the sprint. But with Lando Norris down in P14, there is a huge opportunity to try and give ourselves a bit of a buffer. A very, very mixed up grid. Unless you're the Alpines or the V-Carbs, you still find yourself at the rear of the field. But what a grid for the sprint race. I think because slipstream is so important here, if you were getting a toe off a car in front but weren't losing anything through the corners, you have made huge gains. I'll take that lap. Apart from the mistake through Ferradura, I'm pretty happy with that one. That was good going. Ocon will dive me at turn 1, most likely. Esteban Ocon just seems to show up randomly on this series. Like, he'll just randomly be wild. And especially in a race with changeable conditions, that could be Esteban Ocon's happy hunting ground. I don't know what it is about that kid in this game, but he's very, very good. I mean, we like a mixed up grid, as long as Lando doesn't score. That's what we want, isn't it? We can't complain about that. What we can complain about, though, chat, is that not enough of you predict me where I'm going to finish in the race. Again, bet your noggins right now. Or let me know in chat where you think we're going to qualify. Yeah, Ocon must have been the only one to improve as well. Because he was definitely behind Verstappen, so he must have had a huge toe or something. I think he just nailed both his laps, which is uncommon in this game. Why are we not going anywhere? What's the game doing? There we go. Thought I'd broken it then. Can't gamble.
So
My life is over
speed
about a
in
noggin.
today's sprint. Not very many laps and
I'm
no
sorry,
chance
Callum.
to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take
Is
them to
Esteban
the top?
Ocon going to win this? Is that the real question on our minds, chat? I think he could.
Interlagos, always a
I
very
think he could.
special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 lefts
P1
and 6
if there is
rights
rain.
for a total of 15
Oh, I'm waiting for the
corners.
AI to bottle the
fastest
strategy.
lap today should have an average speed of around
P21.
135 miles per hour. If, of course, the weather stays dry until the end of the Grand Prix.
Why is it just one finished flag
Let's
in
run
that
you
stand?
through the driver
Bottas
grid
isn't
order
even
for
here.
today's exciting sprint.
Let
Lewis
Ocon
Hamilton
through for the
lines up
championship.
on pole position
I mean, look at that.
with
Ferrari
Esteban
engine
Ocon
1-2.
alongside.
You'd love to see
Moving
it.
on to the rest of the grid, we have
Strat is double soft
Verstappen,
then wet.
Antonelli,
Easy.
Oscar Piastri,
Is it?
and Albon. Tsunoda, Hulkenberg.
I mean, Hulk could be on for
Fernando
points as
Alonso,
well, which would be good
and
going.
Charles Leclerc,
Sauber had like a real
Stroll,
spike of performance in this
Bortoleto,
game and are now completely fallen off
George
again.
Russell, and Norris.
Oh, look at that. Norris the
Hamilton,
bottle job.
Sainz,
Is he going to do a
Pierre
Verstappen
Gasly,
from Brazil
and
last year?
Lawson.
Only time will tell.
Doohan and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and
Oh, they've always got to
former
hype up. He'll just say the same thing every time. A change is as
Okay,
good as a
radio
rest.
check. Radio
But
check.
there isn't much chance to rest
Radio
in
check.
this sprint. Yada, 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 yada.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Well, I'm already a little bit nervous just how overcast the sky looks for this one. The team do firmly believe there will be rain in this sprint. But when will it show up? That is the all-important, that is the million-dollar question here today. But there is a lot more than $1 million on the line in this Formula One World Championship. Lando Norris way down the order. We've got a huge chance to outscore him and outscore him well. Only 8 points available, 5 red lights, 24 laps. The longest hold I think I've ever seen on this game. But the Brazilian sprint race is go, go, go. As Ocon immediately will try and get the jump on me. Whoa, in towards turn 1 and then try and give me a bit of a squeeze out as well. That's a 7-time world champion going for his 8th. We've got no time to mess around with him. Get the elbows out off the exit at turn 1. And Esteban Ocon, see you later, sunshine. I'm hoping this sprint race will be the most boring race I've ever done inside this game. I just want to pull away at the front and hopefully have no issues. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. It's because if I've used my Xbox controller, the binds all change. So every time I'm trying to get up my menu now, it's doing my rewind, and every time I'm trying to get my radio, it's doing my menu. I don't know. Make it make sense. Which one is it? Is it that one? Yeah. I assume we won't get a weather
radar
report.
is clear, weather is looking good for now. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
So team will pretty much always say that on lap 1, unless the conditions are different. But we'll wait and see when I get onto lap 2. Can we already get... Oh yeah, Ocon's struggling. Ocon there does not have the speed to keep up, and that is wonderful news early on. We've got to try and pull away from him. No, that one's not me. If you go back and watch Brazil, you'll see that button to press the menu is completely different. It's just because I used the controller temporarily. Right, now what do the team think?
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Well, if there is going to be rain in this sprint race then, it is going to be later on in the day. There's Piastri now trying to make a move on Esteban Ocon. Max Verstappen as well. Forced to wait behind, of course, one of his old best friends. They are beef from this very track, let's not forget. Let's see Esteban Ocon crashing Max Verstappen out in the 2018 race here. I'm pretty certain, yeah, 2018, wasn't it? Trying to unlap himself. Not Esteban's smartest move, but then again, Verstappen, he had nothing to gain there from trying to fight it either. We are currently leading the World Championship. We have got a 17-point buffer, I think. Is it 17? Our buffer over Lando. If he doesn't score points in this sprint, a 25-point buffer would be useful. Because I'm expecting to get one more mechanical failure.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
To be fair, I think Lando has had more mechanicals than me this season. The only one we had was obviously out in Spa, wasn't it? I had that engine failure leading the sprint.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
I'm just going to keep pressing the wrong buttons throughout this racetrack. You know that, right? I'm going to be all over the show with it. It's going to be a disaster. Nice and tidy. Get the car where we need it. I mean, Piastri, to be fair to him, I think will be quick here. McLaren have definitely brought some upgrades towards the end of the season. We got yellows. Oh, that I think is Yuki Tsunoda pulling over to the wayside. He was my driver of the day last weekend.
Green flag.
It's going to count for naught. There's Yuki Tsunoda, our first retirement. Oh, we got a red flag. That's going to be a red flag already. And that's going to be rain, isn't it? I bet that's Stroll that span. I will put money on that being Stroll that span again. It's so annoying. What do we do now? Well, is it raining? Is it raining? I don't want to look. It's not raining
Okay,
yet. Wonderful.
this is essentially a free stop, so let's think very carefully about our strategy for the rest of this race.
Oh, man, right, okay. So we've got a bit of a reset. The team still believe medium is the way to go. Could I gamble softs, though? If it's going to rain quite soon, you want to be on that soft tyre, because it's much better in the wet. I don't know, though. I really don't. I think we'll stick with the medium for now. I don't want to risk it too much. We'll stick with the medium.
Just a moment, stand by.
Come on, then. Oh, again. Responding very well. This time around, we'll get a much better launch than Oscar Piastri on the inside. And it's Esteban Ocon again that is going to try and fight us down in towards turn 1. And again, we will just get the elbows out as and where I need to. Verstappen now has moved past Oscar as well then. So he's had a pretty good restart.
Tyre wear for now.
And is he immediately going to try and look down the Esquina de Largo to try and find a way past Esteban Ocon as well then? Whoa, a little bit sketchy in front, but immediately get that DRS range open. I'm so stupid! Why do I keep pressing the wrong button? Game, please. I'm gonna give myself an aneurysm at this rate. So annoying. Weather report. What am I looking for? That one. There you go.
10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes. Okay,
rain is on the horizon.
Like the best tyre for now.
Right, so we know that now. What? I didn't. Right, I want that button. Wonderful. Right, we'll set the intermediate cell. Don't know why it reckons I haven't got it set at hard, so that's a bit nervous. We are gonna be here all day as I just keep accidentally pressing rewind, and then I'm gonna have a cry, and you guys are gonna have to be there to witness my complete mental breakdown. And trust me, it won't be pretty.
DRS is now enabled.
So, team reckon, yeah, that range should probably come at about lap 50-ish. Thank you for the bit, Smurf. I appreciate it, buddy. It's actually hilarious. I'm just losing my mind. We will laugh or you cry. That seems about right. Yeah, last 212 will come home and I'll just be in a ball, huddled up somewhere, out of the way, questioning what I've done in this world. What I've achieved with my afternoon. Merkel Ferrari second in the Constructors IRL.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
I would say Ferrari still. But you never know, Merc have done pretty well. They've had probably a better car this season. I still feel like Ferrari should. I think we've got a few, hopefully, better tracks for Ferrari. Oh, look, I think the good job is, though, we seem to be able to keep the AI out of DRS range, which is reassuring. They're definitely nowhere near as OP out of that final corner as they used to be. Which is good news. Don't know why, but 24 laps for a sprint race here feels really long. I know it's not particularly, it just feels it. Like getting rage aired by EA. It's the fact you plug your controller in and use it for 10 seconds and then all of your wheel binds are different. How does that make sense? Make it make sense, chat. The dumb thing as well with the red flags, it feels like I've basically done about 2 laps here and we're already a third of the way through. I mean, do you remember when I think was it F1 23 or 24 where there was the glitch at Brazil where you just keep getting red flags in the sprint? Like the entire sprint race would just be red flags. Just over and over and over. It was hilarious once and then just very annoying. Last 212 can't take away my gaming privileges, I need them. 8-point gain on Lando as it stands. I think he might be 9th or 8th? 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Yeah, he's 9th currently. So Lando knows every position he gains now will help him out in the World Championship. He did do pretty well off the start, I think, and then the restart as well. He seems to have been able to move up pretty well, as I think Ocon, yeah, is beginning to struggle. I mean, it's going to be so tricky about what to do. I guess the good thing is about that red flag is I don't think we were going to get the rain otherwise. Because normally the red flag simulates about 15 minutes in-game. So it might well have been that we literally got the rain right at the end.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
But, I mean, I guess at least the Ferrari seems to have come alive here. Certic, thank you for the follow, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. I'm sure Bradson will take over the brand 212.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by
212 Media,
4.2 seconds.
as it's known. Bradson will record all the videos, I'll just have to edit them. The 212 Multiverse. There's so many great names for it, but 212 Media is the official one. Hey, welcome in, Neil. I'm doing alright, thanks, buddy. I might be slightly losing my marbles playing F1 25, but apart from that, we're doing good. And we're leading, which is important. Oh, suddenly it's become so much more overcast down at Sector 3. This feels like a real Sao Paulo race. CS is a mystery Grand Prix, so I have no idea where we're heading. Absolutely no idea. I'd like to volunteer my challenge to become part of 212 Media. Are you gonna join the 212 crew, Dart? I can see it. I can see it. Matt owns everything. Yeah. Yeah, when you become a mod, you are mine. I'll redesign my banner to include Part 212 Media. Fantastic. Mighty Dart 212, chef's kiss. Yeah, click the link to join my course and become a full-time member of 212 Media. Today only. I use a Fanatec CSL Elite DD GT. And then a Formula V 2.5X wheel. Totally didn't fall asleep after qualifying. I'm happy I had that effect on you, Kirk. you missed my mini crash out and everything. Actually, chat, I have a crash out in tomorrow's video as well. Channel members will get access to that later on this evening. But I actually have a crash out on tomorrow's video. Which, when you watch it, I think is extremely justified. What video is it? Oh, that would be ruining the video. That would ruin the video. That is tomorrow's main channel video. I mean, Piastri now seems to be getting his foot down. Leclerc's up to P3. Okay, Charles doing pretty well then. So I guess top 4. So the best Lando's sensibly going to finish here is 5th at the moment. But strategy could massively shake up everything. But 5th place would net him 4 points or 3 points? Is he close yet? Yeah, 4 points, isn't it? But it's only a 4-point swing, wouldn't be as good, but it is still all a good swing in our favour. That would pretty much just unwrite Mexico. Which would be reassuring. Doing the rain dance. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't rain, to be honest. I'm sure it still will.
We don't think it's going to stay dry for much longer. The rain could come at any moment, so watch out. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Okay, yeah, we've got to expect rain. Expect rain any time now, apparently. So I think, yeah, we probably will see a switch to the inters, but it's only going to be a light sprinkle. So we really don't know. Yeah, Lando, I believe, is up to 8th. But that's alright. I kind of knew he'd get past the Sauber. So at the moment, we'd outscore him by 7. Just trying to focus up. Waiting for that rain. He's going to be nervous in the second half. Leclerc now up to P2 though, so I guess that's good for Ferrari.
At the moment, just focus on the driving.
I mean, this is all good, useful information for the main event.
As things stand, we're going to be leading the championship.
So tyre wear, yeah, is still pretty low around here, which I guess is good news. So we know for the race tomorrow it should be a fairly simple one-stop. Obviously, depending on when Lance Stroll bins it, of course. What setting is it to make Matt212 my race engineer in F125? A really, really bad one. You do not want that. Tommy, thank you for the follow, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Push now so my tyres are ready to swap for the rain. To be fair, Leclerc and Piastri are working together and closing in. So, by the time that rain comes, they will probably be right up my trumpet. So it is just whether you make that call. I don't know if you guys watched the driver career mode video that went live last night as well. At Austria. But in that race as well, it was horrible for that. Oh, we got more yellows.
Okay, clear.
I think that's Albon retiring. Disappointing for Alex Albon then. It's going to be our second retirement of the afternoon. Annoyingly, that gives Lando Norris another freebie. But a safety car now would be pretty stressful for us. Luckily, Lance Stroll, I don't think, has just immediately decided to bin it. So I guess that's good news.
Behind,
Second DNF in a row, though, for Albon. Disappointing for him. Who was our first retirement of this race? Yuki, wasn't it? Yeah. You can buy the 212 DLC pack for £212. Ah! Rain! This is not good. This is not what I need. As Piastri and Leclerc do old swapperoo again. Alright, come on. Now we've got to focus, chat. 10 more laps to go. We've just got to try and keep this car on the island. We know the AI is still pretty good in the rain. They're not as good as they were.
You're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
Ooh, okay. So the team really don't think this rain's going to stick around. So it could end before this race ends, which would be quite fascinating. I mean, this might literally just be a sprinkle. This could genuinely be as bad as it gets. I don't know. Maybe we could gamble it and stay out here. Or maybe it's going to be worth staying out here. Plenty of laps left for a big downpour.
And
Absolutely.
we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
I mean, we've basically led this thing from the start so far, haven't we? We had that bit of a battle with Ocon twice at T1. But apart from that, we have controlled it. There you go, Lando up at a P5. That was what I said. Seemed to be sensibly what he can likely get from this race. He's not going to be able to move up anymore for now. Ooh. Nice and easy. Oh, come on, understeer. Oh, this circuit is already feeling slippery. It's not feeling bad yet, but it's definitely feeling slippery. I think if you're kind of up around, what, the 114s, 115s, then it's probably time to make the call. Unless that rain is about to stop. Oh, this is bad. I'm not a fan of this. I don't think it's there yet, but we're not a million miles away. That is going to be a 1:39. Of course. Of course, as soon as I go past pit lane entry, the team immediately are telling me I've got to pit. Charles and Oscar immediately dive in. I said we were getting there, and immediately they've gone to Inters.
Charles is in the pits.
Lando Norris has had to stay out, so at least he's hopefully been a bit screwed over as well in all of this. But how much quicker will Oscar and Lando be to me this lap? Because if they're not much quicker, there's still always the potential that we could try and stay out and make this work. There's a few cars that have tried it, so, come on. Right, what's the gap to Piastri? The gap to Piastri is 23 seconds. DRS has now been disabled. I would assume surely he's going to be more than 3 seconds a lap quicker than me.
Now disabled.
Oh, come on. I just don't want to get undercut badly. Stroll P3, but he will basically be last by the time everybody dives in. Yeah, we're not losing... I mean, we're losing a bit? Could I gamble it? Could I try and stay out here to the end? I don't know.
We're getting very close to the crossover point now. Stay out if you have the pace.
You know, we're going to try. We're going to see.
We'll put the inters on.
We're going to see what we can do. There's only 7 laps to go.
We're going to have to change strategy, so it's time to box.
That's like an ice rink down at turn 1. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. Right, when's that rain going to stop?
Confirmed.
So Oscar, that last lap, took about 2 seconds out of me. Oh, come on. No, I pressed the wrong button again. DRS disabled means switch to Inters. But if you can try and stay out to the end, surely it's worth it. And especially if that rain's going to end soon.
Current forecast is 5 or 10 minutes more of rain before it starts to dry up.
See, listen to that. It's only 5 minutes of rain. Inters are the faster tyre, but if it stops raining quite soon, it could be worth it. I don't think it is, though. Because we're losing, yeah, like 6 seconds this lap. Oh! Yeah, this might not have been a good call. This might have been a really bad call. I wanted to see if we could do something different with it. Something special. But as I said in the intro, the more you watch, the less faith you have. We should come out, I think, still in P4.
Okay,
I want to say.
can take you this lap.
I'll end up P5. I think we'll come out P4 still.
Okay,
Well, we should be out Ocon.
Perfect job from you.
I think we're definitely going to be out behind Verstappen. But we should hopefully be out still ahead of Ocon. Which I think, to be honest, we were going to get undercut by Leclerc and Piastri anyway. So only losing one more spot isn't the end of the world. Maybe now I've got to hope the AI will pit again right at the end. Yeah, we'll just be out Ocon then. That's disappointing. Why do the team always tell you as soon as you've gone past pit lane entry that it's time to go to inters? I was literally saying we're basically on the crossover, but I thought, no, I don't want to screw myself. And by trying not to screw myself, I screwed myself. It's the Matt212 way. Ugh.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
Huh. I mean, have we got any real speed over the AI? I don't think we do we? I know we're still trying to get these tyres fired up, but I think now it's going to be a question of trying to hang on. At least Lando got a bit screwed over as well by having to stay out an extra one. I think Lando is back down to 8th. So we're going to still hopefully outscore him, but just not by much. Oh, I get a warning for track limit. That's stupid. Alright, so the gap to Max, 4.8 seconds. Could we possibly go quicker than him? Or is this just about limp home? I think it's about limp home. Watch the rain stop on the last lap, probably. I mean, I don't mind it when the sprints are a bit more interesting like this, but we were absolutely dominating this race beforehand. It's the only disappointing bit, really. But we know, obviously, the Grand Prix is going to be sunny, so hopefully we can use that to our advantage next time out as well. You got to take the rough with the smooth inside this game. That's the rule, chap. Yeah, we're just no quicker than Verstappen, are we? We're not losing loads or anything like that. So if this is your first time kind of seeing the wet weather patch, it does definitely work, but we're just not gaining anything either. But then again, I am on a very dry orientated setup, which, had we not had the red flag, I think was actually a fantastic choice. So I'm blaming Lance Stroll for this race. I'm saying it's Lance Stroll is the reason we're not going to win this one.
Okay, gap to the
Because
car
had he
ahead.
not spanned, there would have been no red
5.1
flag.
seconds.
Had there been no red flag, there would have been no rain. And had there been no rain, there would have been domination. But that is the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. We seem to lose basically all my time as well through the center S. Hey, welcome in, Thomas. You've come just towards the end. Yeah, we've got nothing against Max. I think he's honestly a little bit quicker than Oscar and Charles in this weather, but nothing we can really do against those guys. We do seem to be a little bit quicker than Ocon though, which I guess is good. And say, because Lando also got screwed over, I think had we pit one lap earlier, we would have come out ahead of Max. Whoa! No! Oh, Antonelli's almost binned it. What are the AI doing? What is that? I saw like 4 of them. No! I'm trying to rejoin to get out of the way and now Sainz has hit me. What is that? Oh no! My chance of points.
Have taken damage. Keep an eye on your engine.
I mean, Lando's now out of the points. Oh, he's still there! How is that not a red flag? Lando Norris is still on the infield. What is that? So we're still hopefully going to outscore Lando, but again, it's not going to be by very much. Need to try and find a way back around Kimi Antonelli now, and Esteban Ocon back up then into P4.
so the rain should be stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, rain's going to end now. Love that. I've never seen the AI do that before. Just all immediately try and spin themselves to avoid it. That must have just been like the perfect position to really throw them off. Problem is, I think Antonelli is just a bit too quick in that Merc as well.
Okay, be very careful. The floor's incurred massive damage.
Yeah, the floor doesn't feel too bad, to be honest, Mark. So I'm not going to complain. If we can just find a way back around Kimi Antonelli, that would be rather useful. We'll try and save some ERS through this middle sector. That would work well. Oh, come on. Yeah, no points for Lando, but hopefully we're going to still score a few. I mean, what this actually does is bring Charles back closer to the fight again. What do you mean, get these tyres the distance? There's 2 laps, Mark. What's he on about? Can I get any kind of run on Antonelli out of that final turn? I think I've got to be right up his trumpet if I want to be able to do anything.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
Yeah, if I want to get Antonelli, we're going to have to be on his trumpet. Just got to use battery out of the center S, and then we'll try and recharge the pack again right around the rest of the lap. Oscar Piastri, though. This is going to be a good day for him in what has been a tough old season so far. Lunch today was egg mayo rolls. They were very nice, thank you, Matt. What about you, buddy? Easy does it. Right, are we going to be close enough to Antonelli this time round? Surely. I can't get much closer. Oh, the rain has stopped, though. Imagine if the AI pit now. With 1 lap to go. That would be hilarious. Right, come on. We've got to try and get the run on Kimi. Are we going to be able to do anything? I mean, DRS being re-enabled would be fantastically helpful. It is not raining anymore, game. Antonelli's going to go defensive.
Side pods, expect to feel a little bit more drag than normal.
Oh, Kimi there, way later on the brakes. Trying to cover me off by the time we got back in towards turn 1. Oh, the problem is there as well, though, is he, I think, he was definitely still ahead of me by the time we got round to the line.
Final lap.
Oh, Leclerc, though, he's jumped Piastri. So Leclerc up to P1, so trying everything he possibly can to help himself in the Drivers' World Championship. Charles Leclerc there, these are going to be critical points for him as I've clipped the grass again. Oh, I'm going to lose another one at least. Gasly will make his way through. Did not even realise I was going to do that on the outside there, but another mistake, another small bottle late on in the day. Happy I caught the slide, happy I only lost the 1 spot, but I think it's because Stroll is rather badly damaged.
Have now enabled DRS.
DRS has been enabled as well, so he would have got Antonelli had I not made the mistake. Charles Leclerc, though, he will claim victory here in the Sao Paulo sprint ahead of Oscar Piastri and Max Verstappen. Out of the final corner, though, it is only going to be P7. We do extend our World Championship lead over Lando Norris, but like nowhere near as much as I was hoping to. A tough old sprint, but we know we've got pace as we head into the race.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
What's your subway
Know
order,
where we
Matt?
want to be.
Oh man, I don't know why I'm so unlucky in sprints
Serious
on
work
this
to
game,
do.
honestly.
Close the gap. I believe in you all, so let's keep going.
Like, sprints just always seem to go badly wrong for me, and I don't know why. I do not know why. It's such a shame. Such
Well,
a
that's
shame.
an end to the sprint action. Next up, we'll set the grid for the Grand Prix. So we'll see you
Zoe,
next
thank you
time.
for the follow, buddy. Well, there we go. After apparently a 51-minute sprint race here from Sao Paulo, it is Charles Leclerc that takes victory from 10th on the grid. What a sprint that was from Charlie boy. Oscar Piastri comes through for second ahead of Verstappen. Esteban Ocon, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Gasly from the back of the field as well to P6. From first on the grid, though, 7th for us is very, very disappointing. Just ahead of Carlos Sainz there. But like I said, most importantly, we do further extend the gap over Lando Norris by a couple of points as well. Alex Albon, Yuki Tsunoda both failing to score. It does mean as we head into the main event there, 50 points covering your top 3 in the World Championship as well, but still down to Oscar Piastri. Could mathematically win this. Constructors-wise, we've built up a little bit more of a buffer. 71 now ahead of McLaren. But yeah, let's head then into the race. Sadly, though, chat, that will be on Friday. Because, yeah, I've got to go sort out tea for last 212 and I as well. We can't end it like that, come on. Unfortunately, we are going to have to end it there, I'm afraid. But yeah, like I said, obviously Brazil, we will do that on Friday with Las Vegas. I apologise, it's just kind of how long the sprints are inside this game. It's a little bit weird and slightly annoying. I'm going to go now rage bait my dog. Your poor dog. You think Khan be world champion? Who? Isn't that an old footballer? Oliver Kahn. I don't know who you mean. What we have for dinner, it is stir fry tonight. But if I then did a full Brazilian Grand Prix, that would take me to gone 6 PM. And last 212 would not be happy to get home. Never mind tea isn't ready. The fact that I hadn't even finished streaming. She's 3, she's fine, full of energy. But yeah, I would rage bait my 4-year-old Labrador, because she's a maniac as well. But thank you everybody for coming out. I know it was a bit of a weird one, obviously doing a Grand Prix and then a sprint for a separate Grand Prix. But I think it's worked out quite well. And I've had a lot of fun with it. We will be, like I said, we'll be back Thursday night. We will be running, obviously, the iRacing Create series. So come back for that one. Instead, now, who's streaming? Who should we raid? Let's have a look. Who's playing F125 right now? Oh, Concept's live. We'll raid Concept, of course. Send Concept 7 some love as always, chat. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. I want to make sure I see you all back here on Friday. Or on Thursday, sorry. Or not, obviously, on Friday. But yeah, look after yourselves. Stay out of trouble. I love you all. I'm doing this far too early because the raid takes time to load. But yeah, send Concept some love, though, everybody.